Hey there, shitheads. What's up? You know what? Hannibal and Monty are adding to the ultimate comic book movie list. I am so excited I could just shit myself. Well, I already have. See you soon. Bye.
Previously on
Hannibal and Monty Shit Show! Crazy Horse says foul because this retard would run from a chicken. And he spelled foul, F-O-W-L, so give him a plunger point just for being clever.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Say it with your chest, little ass. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Lame.
Bridge to Captain Picard.
Go ahead.
We've just received word from the fleet. They've engaged the Borg.
Mr. Data, put Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio.
Aye, sir.
Stan is not a great Eminem song.
No, I did not say Stan is not a great Eminem song.
What did you say?
What happens when a masked producer and a headphone-wearing comic book artist get together to talk music shit, comic book shit, and political shit on the internet? Monty. Hannibal the Beat Animal.
Hannibal and Monty Shit Show!
Holy shit! My name gets to be in the title this time. Hannibal and Monty Shit Show.
Why is my name second? What kind of shit is this?
Hannibal and Monty Shit Show!
Let's talk some shit.
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
And we are live. Are we live, Monty? Okay, here we go. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. She sells by the seashore. Welcome to the Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal. And this is episode 60. Maybe an episode about...
No, Mr. Superman, he know he's here.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And before the show gets started, before we get everything, I want to send a very special shout out to Felipe Plays Fortnite on Instagram and Satan Ansel, who were in my live video and then came over to watch the motherfucker show. So shout out to Satan Ansel in the chat and Felipe Plays Fortnite. So shout out to those guys. And we have a very special guest rejoining us again. She's trying to become the shit show guest of the year. Let's see. Well, I got some echoes on mine. What did that?
Wait, we got echoes?
I got echoes. Just
Scroll down, mute that audio source. There you go. All right, we should be fixed now.
There we go.
Yeah, this is the first time since the new machine that we have had a guest, actually. So, there we go.
Oh, cool.
That audio issue shouldn't happen again. And our first guest is Ellie Anime. But welcome, Ellie Anime. Let's let Hannibal finish.
So as I was saying before, welcome to Hannibal and Monty. You know what? I'm just gonna do the whole thing. Fuck it, I'll do it live. I'll just do the whole goddamn thing again. All right, here we go. Welcome to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show. I am Hannibal the Beat Animal.
And I am Monty.
And this is episode 60. Maybe an episode about...
No, Mr. Superman, he know he's here.
Or...
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Is that better?
That's much better. And as I said before, I wanted to send a special shout out to two shitheads that watched us on Instagram and then came from Instagram over to the live show. Felipe Plays Fortnite and Satan Ansel, who is in the chat right now. She just threw up all the black hearts. So shout out to Satan Ansel. Well, thank you for joining us. And we are here. We are live, and we are joined by someone who is in the running for being shit show guest of the year. We are joined by one half of the Wakanda Moon cosplay live action animation. My sister, how are you doing, beloved?
Hello, everybody. What's up, shitheads? Good to see you guys again. I am back. And I'm excited. What is up? What have y'all been up to? Y'all have missed me.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think we got Dom. She's
Hi,
guys.
Hey, there she is.
Dom will pop up on the screen shortly.
That was my counterpart. Hello.
There we go. All right. Yeah. We got us a shit show for real.
Yeah.
We got some real shit.
Yeah, feel free to interact. You will pop up on screen, so let's keep it going. Tell us more about yourselves.
All right. I interrupted you.
No, you're good, man. I was just saying, hey, live action animation, third half of Wakanda Moon cosplay, also known as Sailor Uru. And yes, and my counterpart, who will be next to me pretty soon, she's gonna pop up. This is Sailor Adamantium.
All right.
Hey guys, Dom, aka Sailor Adamantium, other half of Wakanda Moon cosplay, and yeah, just finally excited to finally be on the shit show. I listen to it all the time when we're crafting and
I know
together. It's
whenever,
finally.
Yeah, whenever you got 3 or 4 hours to kill, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you got 3 or 4 hours to kill, just put us on. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I've been told my voice puts so many people to sleep. It's amazing.
I mean,
backwards compliment, but okay.
Listen. You know what? I choose to receive this positivity. Okay, I am the cure to insomnia. You know what I'm saying? So you're welcome for the good night's sleep you get later. That's awesome.
All right.
Let me tell you something. It's if you call Will, it's at least a 2-hour conversation. At least. So before you answer the phone, you have to check your schedule and your calendar. I really have 2 hours?
Well, look, I always say I gotta call this motherfucker every day, And before I can get to the show shit I need to talk about, 45 minutes, then we get to it. Unless another call comes in, then I'm like, fuck, I got to figure this shit out because I got to make this thing.
We were on the phone today with Hannibal, and Hannibal was like, yo, I'm getting a call. I'm going to drop back in a second. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just go ahead and finish the conversation. Well, he never came back. So we just got off the phone, you know.
See, first off, what had happened was insert live. Okay, all right. That's what happened.
Okay, I am sipping from my straw on you, sir.
You know, like, and first off, I would just like to get credit for not even taking the time to make up a lie. I just said, see, what had happened was, insert lie. You can just fill it out on your own.
But wait, see what had happened was is the lie. Like that's it. All you got to say is see what had happened was. Yeah. And you ain't even got to say nothing else because we know it's a lie.
Truth, facts. So, but anyway, let's keep this show moving. Let's get on the roll, on the ball with it. Thank you for joining us on the shit show. Let me first say hey to all the shitheads, and I'm sorry, Newshound, Hannibal ignored you. Team Monty is all I'm saying.
Okay. First
didn't we just have an argument about this?
Yes, we did. Like, and
I thought we were done with the teams, Monty.
Right.
Yeah, we're not. If we were doing teams, Team Monty.
Oh, okay. Now it's if.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if we were,
notice you don't even get two quotations because it's half a damn truth.
Yeah, you know why it's if? Because he's an iffy motherfucker.
Right.
Just, be consistent, Monty. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am consistently tardy. That's how Hannibal rolls.
Okay? True. I won't knock you on that. I'm making sure this isn't getting in the way of the camera so that I can see the chat while I talk. I got a system going here. There we go. But before I get too wrapped up in this pointless argument, because we're not doing teams, welcome back, shitheads. If you like this shit and want to support the shit and want to be part of the pre-shows, which we just finished a awesome pre-show that ended abruptly like the last episode did. Support us at patreon.com/5h1t, or you can support the show by donating Streamlabs, which we will now start doing between segments. We'll read your Streamlabs and all that so we don't miss anybody. And that's streamlabs.com/Hannibal and Monty Show. That link's in the description. And also, you'll see our other channel, the Sweet Halloween and Collard Greens channel. That'll be the landing page for all things Sweet Halloween Collard Greens. Go ahead and subscribe to that, because we might live stream from it every now and then just to build up the numbers on it so that it's another place where you can catch more content from us, not just the shit show. There's also Twitch, twitch.tv/5h1t show, Facebook, facebook.com/Hannibal and Monty, Instagram 5h1t show, Snapchat, show_5h1t, Twitter is also 5h1t show. The Discord link is in the description. And also, you can check out our Amazon wish list, which is down there, or you can send us shit at P.O. Box 13013, New Orleans, Louisiana 70185. That's all of that shit. So,
yes.
Did I miss anything?
No, you got everything. Also, shout out to Keith Cooper.
That was a lot. But
yes.
Right. Smooth.
Like you rolled through it. You had it.
There you go.
Shout out to Keith Cooper in the chat. He says, okay, found you all. Cool, nice to find more blurred pods in the booth.
Blurdish!
There we go.
What's up, Keith?
Wait. Blurdish. Okay, is that a thing? I don't know about Blurdish. And Baton Rouge.
Blurdish is a thing. Okay. Keith is the guy for Blurdish. He has so many connects, like in the southern region, like Louisiana, Mississippi. Like the man brings nerdy black folk together. He is so awesome.
And he's like the coolest person in the world. Like, he's so cool. Like, it's funny because I felt like we was already super cool for super long, Keith. And then I realized when I met you at MechaCon that I hadn't met you. I was like, this didn't happen already. So,
all right.
But they also have Really cool site, blurtish.com. They got
There you go.
dope t-shirts. You might see a couple young ladies that you know on their site with t-shirts on them.
T-shirt modeling.
Yeah, they are absolutely amazing. Go grab a shirt. They're just dope. They're just super, 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 super dope. So, like, go check him out. Go get a t-shirt, sport the t-shirt, tag him in it, Blurtish. We love you, Keith.
Yes.
Yeah, Keith sounds like somebody we need to have on the goddamn shit show.
Yeah.
Yes. Most
Absolutely.
definitely.
I just realized this wasn't the mask with the mouth hole on it, so I had to. I went and grabbed the one with the mouth hole for later. But right now we're gonna just go mouth holeless.
There we go. So
that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking yeah. Keith Cooper. It sounds like you're somebody we need to have on the shit show one time. So we need to, fucking message us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, fucking Facebook, whatever your preferred social media is, and let's see if we can set that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Yes, here's the guys.
And look, this isn't one of those
comic creators.
Yeah, and look, this isn't one of those things where it's like I'm like, oh yeah, have your people call my people, and we can like. This isn't one of those bullshit like Hollywood or Atlanta things where I say something I clearly don't mean to be true, right? It's not like I blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that like if you reach out, I was just saying things that are true. Right? If you reach out to us, we will make it happen. We will set it up to have you on the motherfucking shit show. Now, Monty.
Yes.
You want to tell the people what's up next?
Yeah, let's talk about what's coming up next.
All right.
Sure to make it clap, cause we up next.
Yes. So
make it clap because we up next.
So coming up next, hopefully, me and Hannibal can get past that initial 45 minutes of the conversation and figure out how to do this Dave Chappelle episode we want to do before we get to our torture episode, which is the Fast and the Furious.
Wait, hold on. Wait, real quick. First, thank you, live action animation. But hold up, Monty he's already skipping shit.
I'm skipping shit.
Friday we have a show, which is probably going to be a show about nothing, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to talk current events, and you guys are going to get a chance to hang out with us there. On Tuesday, next Tuesday on the 24th, Monty and I will be on Drunken Peasants with Ben Pye and Billy the Fridge.
Yes.
So you can tune in and catch Monty and I on Drunken Peasants. On next Wednesday, Monty and I are going to attempt to set up a Dave Chappelle Sticks and Stones episode where we can go through a bunch of the stuff that Dave Chappelle talked about, and let's talk about it. All right, let's sit down and have a conversation about that. And then Friday the 27th, Monty and I will be doing our monthly torture episode. And this month's torture episode, as my lovely sister live action animation has already told you guys, will be about the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Yes.
I am 2 movies in. I just finished Too Fast, Too Furious, and I'm too pissed to talk about it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna reserve judgment on anything I have to say about those movies until the episode. Now I'm that deep into it.
No movie is made better by the presence of Tyrese Gibson.
That's true.
Right,
that's true. And
nobody was ever like, man, you know what this movie really needs? Tyrese.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga that was singing on the Coca-Cola commercial in the 90s, that's what this movie, like nobody has ever said that before, ever.
Yeah. True. And what's up, Ryan Palmer? I see you in the chat.
Ryan Palmer's in the chat.
Yeah.
What's going on, Ryan Palmer? Ryan Palmer is also nominated for Shit Show Guest of the Year as well.
He mentioned something that I want to get into now that we're talking about the torture episode. He said that's a shitload of torture features. There's also, if you look at all of our social media, there are polls running every day up until the first episode of October for the second Shithead's Choice torture episode. You guys get to pick the torture episode.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all right now because going into October, just so you guys know, going into October, Monty and I have a couple of special episodes coming up. Monty, why don't you tell the people some of the episodes we got coming up in fucking October?
Yeah, in October, we have the first Wednesday in October, we've got Jeff Holiday joining us on the shit show. I cannot wait to have this motherfucker on the show. I fucking love Jeff Holiday. He is a blast to hang out with. He will be great on this show. I can't wait. And then the week after that, the Wednesday directly after Jeff Holiday, we got none other than, and I'm going to cue it up when I talk about it from now on. I'm going to have the beginning of the song say it for me. We got G-Man coming. G-Man is coming to the shit show. And I want to be clear. G-Man is coming here not to fight with us like he does when he comes to other people's channels. If you want to see that shit, go check other people's channels out. But we're going to bring G-Man on. G-Man's going to have a shitty meal with us like we do every week. He's going to sit and run through our segments. He's going to run through our segments with us, and we're going to do a regular shit show with him.
I had to escape my soul. Sorry, fucking just...
Yay!
And look. Great. And normally I and I got a G shit for us. The G shits won't stop. I got a G shit for us Friday. So get ready for a G shit Friday.
G shit.
Yeah.
And for the October torture episode, it's shithead choice. You guys get to pick NCAA tournament style. Vote every day on what episodes you want the torture episode to be about. So this round, what's the choices today, Monty?
Today's choices are PragerU and KJ52. So PragerU.
What is this? What are these things?
Prager University is. God damn it! My fucking. I can't. I'm being tortured already. We haven't even got to the episode to do that shit, so I'm not even.
Yeah. PragerU. Candace Owens does a lot with PragerU. I'll just say that. There you go.
Ace Wonder in the chat says New Yorkers have told me Jersey City smells like ass. Yeah, there you go. Give that man some plunger points. So yeah,
now he has a whole 3 plunger points.
There you go.
There you go. And the shitheads, the guests that we have for who could guess how late the show would be without going over. The winners were Kilo and Love K. You guys came the closest without going over, so both of you guys will be getting 32 plunger points.
32, nice. I'll be adding that shit as we move forward. So, Kilo and Love K, huh? Okay.
Kilo and Love K. That sounds like a rap group.
Yeah, and also American Nightmare said,
some kind of group.
Prager...
Love K and Kilo sounds like one of them came from the trap, but then the other one gave their life to Christ, and now they they're like the Christian crisscross or something.
Jumping for the Lord.
Actually, me and Ace in college, we made a song called "Jumping for the Lord." Matter of fact.
I know.
Oh really? Oh shit! Oh, see, that's why. There it is.
I reference that a lot.
The benefits is when you're fucking my best friend. You see all the shit, the extra shit you get to know and stuff like that. I mean, having sexual relations with my best friend.
All right.
Sharing multiple orgasms with my best friend.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mean to make it nasty. I apologize. You're right. I shouldn't have said fuck my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
But you said it again to say you shouldn't say it. That's great. I love it.
Oh my God. And here he goes.
What's the problem? I'm quite the catch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So
I flower D-Flowers Wellness on Instagram, and it motivates me to go hit stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But like while he's hitting bags, I'm hitting oppression and racism and shit like that. So and so good. All right, Monty, Let's do it. You got some questions for me?
But wait. No, we got more. We didn't get through all of it. Yes. That's what's happening with Torture episodes. And then we got G-Man coming on. But that is not the biggest show of October. And our biggest show will not be the Torture episode, no matter what it was, because nothing can outshine the big event that is happening in October that everybody seems to have forgotten about. In October, the shit show becomes 1 year old.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yes.
That's right, we coming up on our 1 year motherfucking anniversary.
Yes. Way to go, guys.
That's right.
Yes. 1 year old. So we are doing a 1 year anniversary episode about Eminem, which is what our very first episode was. And if you
bring it full circle.
Yes, if you are the shittiest of the shitheads, you have watched that first episode, and you can come and cringe with us as we review that episode too.
Oh yeah!
If you
talk about a torture episode.
If you want to see Monty's maximum anger,
yes,
at his computer, watch that episode.
Yeah,
Monty is on a scale of 1 to 10. He is insanely angry.
Yeah,
at that.
On a scale of 1 to G-Man, he is Von Helton.
See, there you go.
What? Give live action some plunger points for that. Dom, look, let me tell you, Dom, our first episode was an actual shit show. All right?
No, I describe it as it was a train wreck. Wait, what was that?
Y'all just sticking true to your name.
No, but
no.
See, it's wrong because I described it as that first episode was a train wreck. I signed up to make a fucking shit show. So we did that episode over in episode 1.5 the next day.
That is true. That's right.
Oh, wow.
That's how pissed I was.
He was so mad. Nothing worked. He was so mad.
It was. And then we fixed everything, and then like a day later, like the very next day, we literally did the same exact show. So episode 1 is just a complete train wreck, and then episode 1.5 is so much better.
Yep. But we're gonna go over all that shit.
A year later, look at you guys. So I guess it wasn't that bad.
Yep. So yeah. So now that that's out of the way, and we're working on lining up guests for it. I'll let you know what's going on with that as the days go by. I've got multiple messages out waiting for replies from various people, and then I'll drop some names and let you know who's coming on. But with that being said, Hannibal, shitheads, yes. I got 2 questions for you. Here's the first question.
What's up, nigga? You want to talk some shit?
Yes, I do. I got some shit I want to talk about.
All right. Well, since you got some shit you want to talk about, that brings me right into question number 2. What's eating Hannibal?
Oh, yeah. I got some shit that's eating Hannibal, goddamn. My theme music. Let's do this shit.
Often imitated but never duplicated.
Yeah, that's it. OG, original gangster, original gangster.
Women drivers, people who talk during the movie, customers who cannot make up their mind while ordering food.
They shit on LA, they shit on Chicago, they shit on Miami, they shit on New Jersey.
New Yorkers, Atlanta Falcon fans, possibly people from Alaska.
They hate Canadians, they hate the South, they hate the rain, they hate the snow, they hate murder, they hate crime, they hate fucking everything. They hate the Knicks when they're winning, they hate the Knicks when they're losing.
Indecisive morons, blithering idiots, humans. These people have formed a burning question. What is grinding Hannibal's gears?
Yes. So, because this is a Superman episode, my What's Eating Hannibal is Superman related, because I got some shit that we need to talk about. First off, we need to talk about, and I don't know if I want to play the video and then say my What's Eating Hannibal or say my What's Eating Hannibal. No, you know what? Monty, play the video. Play the goddamn video.
Thanks for the assist. Next time, double check for collateral damage. Came a little close there.
Yeah. All right. So, and the first movie we're going to talk about is Superman versus the Elite. Before we talk about Superman versus the Elite, let's talk about this shit. You want to know why property insurance is so goddamn high in Metropolis? Because of motherfucking Superman destroying everything in a fucking 10-mile radius, okay? He's destroying office buildings and ambulances and people's cars and shit. He just destroys everything. And you know who's got to pay for that shit? The Metropolitan taxpayer. That's who has to pay for this shit, all right? Okay, he's the reason that the people of Metropolis have that high-ass property tab. Like, you know how hard it is to get your car insured if you live in downtown Metropolis? If you live anywhere past 14th Street, you can't even get your shit insured. There's no Superman insurance. Try to call Progressive or Geico to get your car insured. You can't fucking do it if you live in downtown Metropolis. Because if Superman destroys you, and guess what? You can't do anything. You can't fucking sue the guy. He doesn't have a social security number. He's not even human, okay? This dude would just destroy your shit, okay, and then fly away. You know what I'm saying? Just with his just like, I'm perfect. Look at my perfect chin and chiseled body. Like, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and that's bullshit. All right, he has to be accountable for the damages that he caused. All right, he needs to be liable for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him in a small claims court or at least in a civil suit so we can address all the goddamn damage that Superman does to the good people of Metropolis. They work hard, you know what I'm saying, and they deserve to be compensated when their shit is destroyed. That's what's eating him.
Damn.
Oh my God, I'm so weak. Oh my God.
Yeah. Just flying around, fucking shit up. And all the footage you just saw came from Superman versus the Elite, which will be the first movie that we talk about tonight. I don't have the Superman versus the Elite came out on...
Oh, I didn't get my dates. Oh, shit. We'll gather those as we go.
2007? 2011?
No, Superman versus the Elite was 2012.
2012.
June 12th, 2012, Superman versus the Elite came out. So, the way we're going to do this show tonight is going to be a little bit different than some of the other comic book episodes. So,
yeah. Oh, hello? Did we lose you?
I think we got a little bit of freeze.
We might have.
Are we back?
Oh, we're all back. We lost Hannibal.
Okay.
Yeah, Hannibal completely froze.
The head.
All right.
What happened?
Well, I will.
Oh, too.
Yeah, I'll take over and explain the way this episode is going to work. The way we're going to do this episode is we're about to go around and everybody's going to give their grades for the movies. Give the grades and a brief explanation of why you gave it that grade. If at any point in this episode, one of these movies we're talking about, you have something more to say, just put your hand up and go, 30 seconds to a minute is not enough to say what I got to say. Zoe will then start your 3-minute timer. You get 3 minutes to get it out. Say it all. Say whatever you got to say about this movie. Pour your heart and soul into this shit. Let us know. So, but, yeah, I'm sure y'all are familiar with the grading scale. LA Anime has done this numerous times. Don, this is your Dom? Don.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what the fuck am I saying?
Don is like what people text and like when autocorrect, I get Don.
Yeah, I just verbally autocorrected your name.
Like you talking out loud.
Yeah, I just verbally autocorrected. So I apologize. So, and look, I've been saying fucking Dom all day, but I get on live on the show and I call you Don. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just said Don is
if it's Don, it has to preface with the, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it's Dom or you call me the Don, like that works. Like
the Don. What's up, the Don? Okay. Okay.
The Don. Yeah.
Like I can do that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So,
All right, am I back now? Can you guys hear me?
You are back.
There we go. I was in my zone, and my computer just could. The computer could not handle my awesomeness. Skype was like, "Oh shit, he's too turned," and it shut my shit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all
how
right.
you know. That's how you know Skype was made by the white man. It wasn't prepared for all this black tenacity. That's okay.
See, I got your back. I caught it. And,
tough accent to Blackton.
Yeah. I picked it up where you left off. Yes. Everybody knows the rules. They know. And look, we even got an inside joke that, look, don't tell them. We'll save it for later. I'm a cue y'all up, and y'all will know our inside joke. Hannibal won't know what the fuck we're talking about now. So y'all just be ready.
This fucking guy over here.
So, but yeah, they know the rules, and yeah. So let's roll into Superman the Elite, and I guess we'll start with where do you want to start? Like we'll start me and Hannibal, then me that way, and then we'll go around that way. That way y'all will see.
Wait, are we going clockwise or counterclockwise?
We're going clockwise.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Where's the clock starting?
It starts with you, then it'll start with me, then Dom, then LA Anime, and we'll go around like that. So it starts with you and ends with you, actually. So there you go.
Awesome. All right, just as the good Lord intended. I like it. Okay.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. All right. I enjoyed Superman versus the Elite. I think it's a good movie. The animation style kind of threw me. It took me a while to kind of adapt to it. Yeah. And I know that's a preferential thing, but the movie's fine. I like the way the movie plays out. Superman, is basically on his Superman shit, being like kind of high and mighty. But for the most part, I thought the movie was good. It wasn't great. It's not my favorite of all the Superman movies. And I just realized today that there's no Superman movie that I actually love. I like the best one I like. I just really like it. I gave this movie a B-.
Okay.
Mainly because I don't like the animation style. But I really like what they did with Manchester Black. Honestly, this movie needed another 30 minutes. That's what I think.
Really?
I could see that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I gave it a B-. And that's to say I enjoyed this movie.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, I'll come right behind you and agree with you on.
So wait, first off, what you can't say is you came from right behind me. All right.
I didn't say I came from right behind you. I said I will come right behind you.
That doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it.
You said, Monty. That's what you said.
Yes, that's what I said.
And everybody who's seen the movie, if you're in the chat and you've seen the movie, go ahead and drop your letter grades as well.
Yeah,
so you can know what you guys thought about it. If you've seen Superman versus the Elite, let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think. We're gonna catch your grades after all this. But I'm gonna trigger StreamBot to do the grades after I finish saying what I thought about it, which will be quick. Yeah, the animation was bad. Superman's high cheekbones, or the way they're drawn, like these two U's in that line every time, looks stupid as shit. Every time I look at his face, it looks like somebody punched him in it already. But that's enough about that. It was a good movie, though. I gave it a little bit better than Hannibal. I gave it a B. And it's
okay.
I didn't like the look, but I enjoyed the movie. So there we go. Dom?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the B as well. But I'm a nerd. I'm like looking at my notes. So Hannibal started talking about that collateral damage, like property insurance, everything. I feel like out of all the movies, like this one had some real world logic to it, right? Like they at least acknowledged the collateral damage. We had Lois with the cape like flying through the air, or with her jacket flying through the air. That's something that's always bothered me, like Superman carrying her up in a higher atmosphere and she's not even wearing a coat. Like that's weird. But I don't know. Like while it's like a superhero movie, like I also like how they, did the typical like good versus bad, good versus evil. What do you do when you have enough power? I don't know. And I just felt like they did that in a more thoughtful way than like some of the other movies. I don't know.
All right. A B?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Like we're falling in range. Yeah. Like LA Anime, what do you got for us?
All right, cool. I'm just gonna read my notes, man. It's pretty short. So I gave it I don't know. I gave it like a C+.
Okay.
I thought it was, like out of all of the ones that I watched, I found myself actually getting wrapped up in this one, especially coming towards the end. Like at the beginning, I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, nostalgia, Superman chin strong AF. Didn't see that divide coming. Super Uber robot fly me home. Nigga, Superman is cutting powers out of people now. Oh, now we want to speak up Tevin Campbell. Fuck you in your suit, Thurgood Marshall, where he cut that suit from. Okay. Then I was like, Superman went savage. Now that's where I was like, oh snap, son, Superman super savage. And then I was like, you know, oh, he not really savage. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Mr. Superman is no went savage.
That scene was so heavy-handed. Like, well, you know, Superman did really go savage. Been like, oh, never mind. After school special, like,
right. Like you could have just let us feel like he went savage. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is like, why does he have all these robots? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got 13 robots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, he does.
Like, did you rest on the number 13? And then, you know, there's the whole number 7 thing, but that's the whole nother Superman movie. But I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I saw a lot of it coming already, like right in the beginning. I was like, oh, well, this is going to go horribly wrong. You know what I'm saying? But even talking a lot of crap about it, I ended up getting wrapped up in it, especially coming toward, like, it revved up and then it kept moving going towards the end. So C+.
Yeah, right. The issues for me are it was the ending, how it kind of wrapped up with the, oh yeah, these robots were here and like all this damage, we planned all this because I'm super and I'm because not only does he have like not only is he super strong and he's super fast and he can fly and he's got laser vision and heat vision, which apparently are two different types of vision. You know, right? Apparently he's got astigmatism where one eye is lasers and the other eye is heat, right? You know what I'm saying? But in addition to all that, he's also a super director where he can just arrange these robots to save everybody. It's like, all right. For sure. And they never got back to like Manchester Black's sister. It was kind of like she just popped up out of nowhere and was like, hey Lois, here's stuff, and then disappeared. That was why I gave it a B-, because I enjoyed this movie despite that. And you know, the fucking Superman cartoon, the fake Superman cartoon they threw in the beginning of it, I thought that was a great look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Newshound in the chat. I'm gonna have to deal with you in a second, all right? Because Newshound is just in here posting some foolishness, and just like I feel like fucking Alex Jones is in our chat just doxing us. You know what?
Yeah,
He gave Superman Elite a D, and you know what? That's why your grades won't be counted, you son of a bitch.
Damn! You're just gonna discount Newshound like that?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna discount Newshound like that. Anyway,
look, Streambot accepted his grade or her grade.
You know what? Well, you know what? That's okay. I'll amend Skynet later, so don't worry about it. All right, we got 2 B's, a B-, and a C+. We're all basically in the same range. You and Dom are closer together. Me and Live Action closer together. All
there we go. All right. So, what did the shitheads think? We got what are we getting from y'all? Like Vapion gave it a C+.
Yeah, I saw hand you a beating.
That's a great name. Look, hand you a beating. I'm giving you plunger points for that name.
Right.
Let's see what we got.
When we say Create Beats gave it a B.
Yeah, I'm looking through it now.
Keith gave it a B-.
Yeah, Keith gave it a B-. American Nightmare gave it a C+. Benjamin Meredith gave it a B. All right. Create Beats gave it a B. Hand You a Beat and gave it a C. But he's a Superman purist, so I expect him to just shit on all these, to be honest.
All right.
Fucking Vapion gave it a
C+.
Yeah, I like that. You know, Newshound gave it a D because why exactly?
I don't know. It's some conspiratorial shit. Newshound is an F because there were no pumpkins. American Nightmare is still looking for his pumpkins.
Dumb and Dunmer gave it an A+. Hold up. All right, I need you to write in the chat, and we'll come back to it in a second.
What are the reasons for this A+?
Yeah, I want to know why this is an A+. So, like, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Also, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And go ahead and throw us a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on the nickel chat. Yeah. Hit us up on the Streamlabs. Join our Patreon because this shit ain't cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Yeah. And we appreciate y'all. And any Streamlabs $20 or above gets read text to speech live on the show. So
that's right.
There you go. And we just stop and listen, and then we'll still read it. So
that's right.
Yeah. So
Ryan Palmer says Elite was a C, straight average. Yeah.
Damn.
I think it was better than average. I think it was, but slightly better than average. But yeah, that's okay. That's what's up. Well, I think for the most part, I think with the exception of Newshound and Dumb and Dunmer, everybody else is kind of on the same page, right? With that. All right, let's. What's the next segment we got? Oh, I know what the next segment is.
Yeah.
Fair File.
Yeah, we're about to get into Fair File. Let's see what's.
Yeah, run that shit, bro.
Here we go. Fair File. Oh, I don't think Zoe was quite ready. Latin homework. Sorry.
Wait, are you being for real? Is that a thing?
I'm being for real. She's working on her Latin homework while doing the show. Zoe is multitasking.
You know what? Everybody say, what's up to Zoe for being an awesome producer and doing homework. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even mad at her for missing a beat on that because Latin homework. Get those grades.
Camera's weird.
Whose camera's weird? Oh, all right.
I think my camera's a little weird.
It's coming. Fair File's gonna run and then we'll fix it.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
How big are your balls?
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Rashid. Are they ready for the truth?
Yes, they're ready for it.
Just love it.
And how do they hurt us? Because they love Phil.
We don't need to give any time to that mess, do we?
We're talking about deliverance. See, I'm talking, so many people out there are captives. And I'm talking about homosexual lifestyle. I was delivered from something like that. I was a prostitute for over 30 years. I sold my body on the street corners. See, I can talk about that sin. Hallelujah, because see, I was wrapped up, tied up, tangled up. And I loved it when I was doing it. Hallelujah, God came and purged me. Hallelujah, God made me get it the old-fashioned way. You just turn your soul unto me and I'll use you. But now I can shake for Jesus. Up under the anointing of the Holy Ghost. Bless you.
Suck my cock, bitches.
God bless you.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have guilty or innocent. Innocent. Feed him to the
Yes, fair or motherfucking foul. So, if this is your first time watching Hannibal and Monty Shit Show, first off, thank you for joining us. We're very happy to have you guys with us. So, the way this segment works is every day, Hannibal the Beat Animal, myself, referring to myself in the third person like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Every day, Hannibal does a deep dive on the news, and I'll come across all of these different stories. I go to a news aggregator site, I go to Fox News, CNN, Breitbart, etc. I go to all these different news sites and come across all these stories, and I wonder if they got it right or wrong. When you look at the end result, was it fair or was it foul? But because we're doing a Superman episode, I decided to make all my fair files about Superman, specifically about the movie Superman Doomsday. So I'm going to take a couple things that happened in that motherfucking movie, and we're going to talk fair file about those things, okay? So I'm going to give you guys and tell you something that happened in the movie, and you guys tell me if you think it was fair or if you think it was foul.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
This is how we running this shit today. So, the first thing is there's a scene in this movie. The first time Lex Luthor touches the screen, Lex Luthor is on like a BlackBerry or a Palm Pilot or something, and while he's on his Palm Pilot, he is coming up with a cure for Lou Gehrig's disease. Right? Lex Luthor cures Lou Gehrig's disease. And he's like, hey, I came up with the cure for Lou Gehrig's disease. He wants to give it to some of the scientists that's working for him. But one of the scientists is working on the cure for AIDS and trying to figure out how to stretch out the cure over a lifetime. And then somebody else is working on the cure for cancer and then stretch the treatment out for over a lifetime. And then Lex Luthor is like, well, I guess that means Jerry's kids will just have to wait their turn. Here's the question. Lex Luthor has the cure to Lou Gehrig's disease and cancer and fucking AIDS. Is it fair or foul that he's holding on to that cure? You know what I'm saying? Or like, is it fair or foul? Like, he owns the cure and he's stretching it out over something that people have to pay for over a lifetime. Is that action fair or foul? What say you guys?
Yeah, chat, chime in. Let us know what y'all think. Fair or foul?
Everybody in the chat, let us know your thoughts. Is it fair or foul that Lex Luthor, he has the cures, okay? He has the technology. He has the recipe. But he's stretching the shit out so he can make some money. Is that action fair or foul? Monty, are we going clockwise?
Yeah, we'll go with me. Foul. It's foul as fuck. Like, why do I even have to answer this? That is super foul.
Because capitalism, bitch. That's why.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like America was founded on the right to charge people for the shit that you do.
That's true, but this is charging people for their lives. I think if something can save a life, something's got to be worked out for it. Like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life is the first fucking one.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
All
Life
right,
is
Dom,
the first fucking one.
Okay. All right. Dom, what say you? Fair or foul that Lex Luthor...
It's definitely foul. Like, it is most definitely foul. I mean, like, you can argue from the perspective of capitalism, like, all is fair and making money and turning profits, and, like, it's his... intellectual property or whatever, all that, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, the fact that, like, he's actively preventing something that could, like, improve someone else's life or save them from death, like, that's foul as shit. Especially knowing that, like, all that's preventing them from getting better is his decision to, like, draw out, when they received it or, like, what that timeline is. So, I mean, it's foul, but it's also real life, right? Like, we know that shit happens because capitalism. So we know it happens. All the stuff that's in the news now about like the whole opioids crisis and like that whole family, like it's real. Like it's not even like this is like a fake scenario. Like we know it happens, but it is foul to the highest.
All right. Live action animation. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, I think all of you guys kind of said it best. Like, yeah, it's definitely foul. I mean, yeah, like all I mean, like if it's just foul, bro. It's just foul.
That must have been.
I can't even come up with a interesting, funny way to say how foul it is because it's just so factually foul. Like, it's not fake foul. It's like factually foul. Like that's foul.
Like I don't know what it looks like to have good weed, but if I had to guess live action, I would guess that you just had some good weed.
You don't know what it looks like, but you know what it feels like.
I haven't ever really dabbled, but if I did,
I know.
An idea.
I got you. I know you don't believe in smoking the devil's grass. I understand. It's all good. Well, let's go ahead
I believe in smoking God's grass.
There you go. There you go. That burning bush gets you high as fuck. Let's see what the chat says. American Nightmare calls foul. Hanju says fair because he's a greedy sociopath.
I mean that holds up. Like, dude is completely amoral. He has his own logic for right and wrong. So it's fair in that aspect, in his world, how he sees things, but it's foul to the people that, are being...
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker out there with Lou Gehrig's disease right now, and Lex Luthor got the cure. He's just like, nah, I'm not finna give it to you.
Not yet.
Not yet. Right. Dumb and Dumber says
you
fair.
have $50.
Yes.
It was like that old $1 Million Man thing where he would like bring a kid in the wrestling ring and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you this basketball. If you can dribble it 10 times in a row, I'll give you $100." And then the kid dribbles it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when the kid gets to 9, he kicks the ball into the front row. And he's like, "I'm teaching you a lesson about capitalism. I never knew what the lesson was." Like, I didn't learn nothing from him doing that to that kid. I would always think to myself, why didn't that kid go behind the back or through the legs or some shit? You know what I'm saying? He could have got his curly kneel on and won $100. So anyway, Dumb and Dunmer says fair. No. He just said fair. No
just
foul.
fair.
All right.
No.
All right. Tell us more.
E.M. Dubois says foul AF. Wait, I tuned out the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What's foul?
Yeah. We'll get to him.
Let's see what else we got. Ryan Palmer says Lex for Prayers 2020. No, not at all. Luna Saxton from the Morningwood podcast. She says that is pretty foul considering. Right? I agree. Penultima says fairly foul. Okay, I like the way you teeter the border there, Pen.
All right.
Let's see. Captain Bebop says, if I came up with a cure to Lex's baldness, I would publish it immediately. See, that's what I'm talking about. Also, shout out to Captain Bebop joining us today. Destruction Inc. says foul. He has a moral obligation. Damn right he does. And Keith Cooper also says foul, but it's the American way. Benjamin Meredith says it's foul. That's some foul Luther shit. That is some foul Luther shit. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just say and Clown Black says foul. If that kind of shit was found out in the real world, it wouldn't stand. Actually, Martin Shkreli, doesn't his company own the patent to the cure for AIDS or the HIV virus? Isn't that true? I need to Google that because I don't want to speak too much on the Martin Shkreli thing without having all the details. All I know is the nigga bought that Wu-Tang album and then resold the shit for like $1 million and was just talking shit to everybody that couldn't hear it. So fuck that guy. Anyway, let's move on to the next fair file.
What's the next one?
The next fair file. Superman and Lois in Superman Doomsday, right? Superman has got Lois in his fortress of solitude, right? His man cave, if you will, right? And Lois is basically like, look here, nigga, you're very obviously Clark Kent. Why won't you tell me that you're Clark Kent? And Superman will not tell Lois his identity, even though she clearly knows it, and he just continues to look her in her face and lie. Now, Superman is obviously lying because he wants to protect Lois because he's like, well, I don't want any harm to happen to you. People know my identity. They can come after the people that know me and I care about, and I can't have them use that as a weapon. So instead, even though she very obviously knows that Clark Kent is Superman and Superman is Clark Kent, he still looks her in her face and lies to her. Is that action fair or foul? Monty, what say you, sir?
Foul. Superman was just being stupid. She figured it out. That's like getting caught cheating and still saying, no, I didn't do it. But I saw you in bed with her. That wasn't me. That was not me.
Yeah, it was a very popular song. It wasn't me. But we did it in the shower. It wasn't me. And we did it in the bedroom. It wasn't me.
Yeah. Superman. Look, Superman, you got Cal. I'm going to break it down for you. You got busted, Cal. You got busted. Just own up to it.
He did.
Like, you just got busted. So,
he did.
Foul that he didn't tell her. Foul. And in the chat, y'all chime in.
Yeah. And then he didn't even decide to tell her until, like, it was like, convenient. Like, I don't know if this is crossing movies. I think it is, because all of them I feel like 3 of them was the same movie. But,
yeah. Well, actually, three of them are like Superman Doomsday is essentially Death of Superman and Reign of the Supermen, but just as one movie.
Yeah, gotcha. Because I was like, excuse me, Superman's curing cancer, and then now he has cancer, and now
you're mixing up. You're mixing up the movies.
It's really weird. It's like Lois, you know. I don't know. It's just like just say what it is, dude. Like, she's the best sleuth.
Yeah.
You know, Metropolis has ever had. Like, you think you're really gonna, and then you're like sleeping with her too. You really think that's Okay, good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah,
Way to-
I mean, it's most definitely foul. Like, she already knows. So at this point, it's not about protecting her from the knowledge. It's about him protecting himself from, feeling bad or whatever about like having to tell her or her having to like know that knowledge that Clark Kent is Superman and vice versa. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a little like too psychology or whatever, but it's like she already knows. The knowledge is there. You're not protecting her from anything.
Yeah.
I mean, whether she knows or not, she's still in danger. So I don't know what the
Like she already, the danger is already there. Like you not owning up to it. Like that's just you protecting yourself at this point. She already knows.
She's at your ice fortress, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying?
First off, it is not an ice fortress. Those are crystals, goddammit.
Yeah, it's
That
a
is
crystal
his
fortress.
Yeah, it's a crystal fortress, okay? That is his crystal fortress of solitude, all right?
Well, it's cold AF up in there, so it might as well be ice.
Well, let's take it to the chat and let's see what everybody else says. Penultimate says, I count it as fair. If Lex grows a mustache, he can twirl it and laugh evilly. You know what? Give him 2 plunger points for that.
There you go. There you go. Got it.
Let's see. Dumb and Dunmer says foul because she knows. Right. There you go. And he says, and I mean, to be honest, who wouldn't know? All he did was put on glasses. Yeah, but in that universe, that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough of a costume. We saw that in one of the movies when he revealed himself. Like,
Yeah, and look, you'd be surprised the amount of people I meet, right, wearing like the Hannibal half mask, right?
And I got some right now, son. Hold on.
What you about to do? Uh-oh, wait a minute.
It ain't even me no more. Who is this? Who is this?
Oh, shit.
Where'd she go?
Who is that person?
Who we got on the show?
Here? Oh my God.
Somebody that hacked our stream.
Fuck.
This is crazy. This
What
is
happened?
crazy. Penultima.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Let's see. Let's see. Keith Cooper calls foul. E.M. Dubois says, what the fuck with these heroes sticking a mask across the eyes and taking off some glasses makes them look like a whole new person. I call foul on that. American Nightmare calls foul. Punch him in the dick for lying. Well, she might break her hand. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got balls to steal too. So there you go.
True.
Let's see. Oh, I just lost it. Let me see. Hold on. Newshound says fair identity is important. Wear styrofoam hats. You know what, Newshound? Okay. I'm not even gonna address you right now, Newshound. It says Andrew Beaton says I agree. Foul. Investigative reporter. She has had suspicions or has already known. He said Penultimate says I'm giving in Superman voice. I'm giving you plausible deniability, bitch. But I love you.
All right, that gets plunger points.
That definitely gets plunger points. Destruction Inc. says fair. How long did it take her to figure a disguise consistent of glasses?
Who is that?
It wasn't like Destruction Inc. said.
Yeah.
I mean, like to be fair, it's not like she figured that shit out immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like they worked together for years before she connected those dots. Let's see.
But you know, look here. It is. I think it's more like. Do you know how? You ever start hanging out with somebody that you met that worked somewhere that had uniforms? Then you see him in person, like wearing not the uniform. Superman is not, his disguise is not just glasses. It's the glasses and the uniform.
Okay, you know what?
He's always in the exact same outfit.
So, yeah.
This is the thing. You know why I give you that? And I don't know what this says about myself.
Yeah.
But I get that a lot.
Yeah, like let's say you make
I
a
have
friend.
My glasses on and I'm just regular, and then when I don't know, take my glasses off, put contacts in, or some people are like, "Oh my God, you look so different." I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Like,
but
how
let's
trash
say
do I look without the?
No, let's say you meet somebody at a job where you all wear uniforms. The first time you hang out, what is the first thing you always say? I almost didn't recognize you, not in your uniform.
Oh yeah, I listen. I
that's his disguise. It's the clothes and the glasses.
I literally had meetings with people for hours, and then we'll go to the gas station. One of the few places I don't wear a mask because I don't want to get shot. So
yeah.
And literally, I'll be wearing all the same clothes. The only thing is I'm not wearing the mask anymore, and people that I have the meeting will look right at me, right in my face, and we'll just keep it moving. It's like, and I'm like, bro, you can't recognize the top half of my face or the bottom half of, like, it doesn't happen. I get it. Like, everybody's like, how can they get fooled by just glasses? But like, listen, I live the life and I do it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show how much people don't really pay attention like that. Like,
Physical features at all.
This is true. Captain Bebop
I can't even tell you how many times I get confused with someone else on a daily basis.
Yeah. See?
Captain Bebop says Superman got caught dick in hand and being the most powerful man in the world, he shouldn't have gotten caught. Foul. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Vapion says fair, plausible deniability, and he put in quotes, Clark, did you Lois wait. Wait, I'm trying to read that. Clark, did you Lois who you were? Is that why Flash is now a death trap? Nah, Bruce told I wasn't. I look, Vapion, I want to agree with what you just wrote. There's a word in there or that's missing or too many words. It threw me for a loop. But I agree with the idea of what I think you were trying to write. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting you with the Trump defense right now. Clown Black says fair, Superman can do whatever he wants. He's Superman. This is true.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
Fucking who else? Let's see what else. E.M. Du Bois says Kent thinking taking off glasses makes him look like someone else. Is like Monty thinking taking his heads off will. This one will. That's all foul. That's funny. That's
damn.
100 points.
Damn. All right, E.M. Du Bois. Here they come.
Yeah, there you go. So let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. Is that it? I think that's everybody. And look, on this one, I'm calling foul too. It's foul for him to keep lying because she already know. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody to be like, oh, well, Superman's trying to protect her, plausible deniability. Look here, okay? First off, that bitch is always in danger, okay? That's her superpower. Her superpower is being a great investigative reporter and being in danger. That's what she does. That's her power. She's always in trouble. Always. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you being like, oh, I wanted to protect her. You can't protect that bitch from herself. So how the fuck is you? So no, I call foul.
My thing is basically like, how was she surviving before he got there? You know what I mean? Like, what was her daily activities like? Like, her guardian angel must have had a line of guardian angels that just quits. Like, yeah, God, I'm not doing this. No. I'm not taking this detail. It's set up for failure, Jesus.
Yeah, look. I got one more fair foul.
Wait, hang on, Hannibal. Before you go into that, I just want to. Now's a nice and a perfect random time in the show. 37 of you shitheads watching right now, and I'm about to make it rain 50 plunger points on all you motherfuckers. Here it comes. This is the time. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Everybody got 50 plunger points just now. Just for being on the show, you got 50 points. So check your points in a second, and you will see that you got the extra points.
I don't know how long it takes to populate, but you eventually get it between this episode and next. I don't know how long it takes for it to actually add them, but they're added.
I didn't know how many plunger points I.
So there you go.
Ryan Palmer also said, I gotta read this, is amazing. He says, unrelated topic. How many plunger points is a real life toilet disaster worth? Just kidding. My shit is regularly digestible.
You get plunger points for that, Ryan Palmer.
Give him plunger points for that. That's awesome. Now, the last fair foul from Superman Doomsday happens after Superman is killed, allegedly, and he gets cloned, right? And clone Superman is saving the world, and he's doing all of the cool stuff that he needs to do to be Superman. You know, he's basically living a dream. You know what I'm saying? He's pretending to be somebody that he ain't, and he's doing a good job at it. Until the toy man grabs a bunch of school children on a bus, and clone Superman loses his shit. And it's like, you know what? We keep catching this nigga, and this nigga keep getting out, and he keeps killing or torturing people, and I'm sick of it. And clone Superman picks the toy man up. He flies him up super high in the air and drops this nigga onto the ground, hits the ground, splat, dies instantly, brains and body parts going everywhere and shit like that. And That's what it is. You know, like he saw Superman saw Toyman killing the kid, and then after that he was like, "Fuck this nigga," and then clone Superman kills Toyman. Now, the actual Superman does not believe in crossing that line. Neither does Batman. A couple other people, you know. But clone Superman was like, "Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna let no more kids die. Not while I'm alive as a clone." So he kills that motherfucker. So the question is it fair or foul that clone Superman killed Toyman? Is that fair or foul? Mind you, he just killed a kid. He just killed a child, okay?
Yeah, even though he just killed a child, it's foul. Like
it's foul? Go ahead, Monty.
Foul for him to kill him. Yes. Like I don't think any of us have the right to decide. Look, if somebody came in here and did something to Zoe, I would kill that motherfucker. I don't have the right to do it, though. I would do it and feel no remorse, though.
You would totally have the right. That's a daddy's right, okay? To murder in the name of love and family. That. I think it's in the Constitution somewhere. It's right after.
All right.
It's after the right to bear arms, but before the slave one.
That being said,
it's in there. It's like number 8.
Well, with that being said,
15.
clone Superman did not love that child, nor was that child his family.
But I mean, we're all part of this social family. So this is what I think. I think I just made Monty spit out beer. Don, what say you? Fair foul for clone Superman. Oh, I was sitting on the phone this whole time. Check that out. Check out the amazing resiliency of the BlackBerry. All right, that motherfucker's
great.
Right.
So we're talking about just this instance with clone Superman, right? We're not talking about.
We're talking just this instance of clone Superman killing Toyman.
That's fair. Like, Toyman purposely went after children. Like, he purposely went after, like, the innocent and defenseless. Like, there was absolutely no way that man should have been allowed to continue to live. Like, just know, like, we already see in that universe what happens to, like, criminals, right? Like, we see Lex Luthor gets, like, 50 trillion times because he relies upon, like, the good and moralities of others, and he has none. Toyman murders children just because. He can't stay. He gotta go.
Just because. There you go. Live action would say
you have to go to the north. No, seriously, it's yeah, bro, like wait, are we saying it's fair that he killed him? He dropped him?
Is it fair or foul that Superman killed Toyman?
Yeah, bro, because
Superman killed Toyman.
Superman need to get a little rugged sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, just click out every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, they do it to you. You didn't die 15 times in every movie. You know what I'm saying? Sunlight. There's only so much sunlight that can bring you back, my dude. You know what I'm saying? And Lex walking around shooting bitches in the head.
That's true, man. I had such a great video for this show. I'm still gonna do the video because it's gonna work, but it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's all right. Let's go to the chat and see what everybody says. Keith Cooper called him fake Gucci Superman. Let's see. American Nightmare says foul. Superman isn't supposed to kill, so kick the clone in the dick with kryptonite toe boots. All right. That Mike could do it too. You know what I'm saying?
But that, I mean,
we're gonna just drop him from like boom.
Somebody in the chat pointed that out. That like it's not even the real Superman, it's the clone.
Yeah.
Like, thing about Superman, we know he has his like black and white morality, and the conflict is always like the world doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
work like that. So the clone can work outside of Superman's morality because the clone saw straight to the problem. Like, that man, given the opportunity, was going to kill more children.
So the clone is literally the gray area. Ooh, killer.
I like it. And also, Ryan Palmer says, Hannibal and Monty always have good people as guests. L.A. and Dom, you cats are cool, legitimately.
There we go. You know, plunger points for that, Ryan Palmer.
And that is from a word nerd. Thank you, Ryan Palmer. Ian Dubois says Batman killed underlings way back in the early run of his comics, shortly after the creation of the character I call fair. There you go. Destruction Inc. says foul. He should have he should have lobotomized him. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
but how? Okay, yeah.
Isn't that the same thing as killing? Because then you're killing his personality, you're killing his identity. So the body lives, but the part that makes him is gone.
Yeah, you've killed him. Still murder? Yeah. That dude is dead. Yeah.
So yeah, if you get like a cup full of like acid, I mean like the drug acid and like LSD and like mescaline juice, and you throw that in somebody's face, right? You know what I'm saying? They could have like they could have permanent like paranoid visions for the rest of their lives. They call and there's like some type of they would call that some type of murder. I can't think of what it's called, but like if you did that to somebody, you would, that they would still count that as murder because the person that they were no longer exists because of the thing that you did. So, that's something to think about. But look, destruction ain't cause foul. Hand you a beating says fair. That was not Superman. He has no emotions or empathy.
Yes, that was a comment that I read behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. M. Dubois says kill anyone who harms Zoe. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I agree. Anyone who harms Zoe got to die. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is, look, Monty, you don't got to do that. I'm not hung up by those things, all right? I got you. Don't even worry.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I would. That's what I said. Yeah. I'm just saying I don't get to make that decision.
Yeah, I'll make the decision for you, and I feel totally comfortable feeling righteous to do it. So it's all good. Don't even worry about it, player. I got you.
Hannibal has been known to break a few bones for the cause.
just a few. I mean, look, if like God, that's why God gives you so many bones in the first place, so I can break a couple of them shits. All right, penultimate call.
You are like technically a lethal weapon, so I mean, whatever.
just only legally, technically. So that's all.
Okay.
Jimmy Jackson says fair. Fuck Toy Man. Superman has too many villains anyway. Thank you. Yeah, Keith Cooper
Ryan
also said
really good points in the chat. I just want to say thank you, Ryan. Like he's a couple times. Yeah, clone was the purpose of that story, to explore without responsibility. Yeah, like so much of Superman's issue is that he sticks to this moral code he's put upon himself when no one else plays by those same rules. And I guess he has that higher morality of like everyone's going to do better, but sticking to that also doesn't operate like that.
Yeah, I also love the fact that clone actually went through the process of kind of figuring that out. Yep. Like, okay, I got to do good, and I can't do this, and I'm like, wait, hold on, player. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about to do this, pimp.
Right?
We ain't
Is
about
it good to let that man continue to live?
Son.
Yeah. Kilo says, I can understand why, but foul, as a superhero, you have the responsibility to be more morally upstanding than a normal citizen. All right, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But there's heroes and there's anti-heroes. All I'm saying is, if the Yakuza is coming after me to kill me, it's like, do I want Superman to protect me or do I want Deadpool to protect me? All right? That's all I'm saying. Okay? Give me Logan. All right? Okay? Fuck that. All right? Kill all those bastards.
Die from a Zamboni.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't shiv anyway, so I don't care. It's all good. Yeah. Vapion says fair. Clone Superman don't live by real Superman's codes. This is where you this way you don't go off brand on some stuff. There you go. That's true. Luna says, I agree, and I would be happy to hide the body. Just saying, Monty. There you go. Clown Black says fair. What else we got? Newshound says fair. See, and even Newshound said fair, so that makes me uncomfortable that Newshound is agreeing with me right now. But yeah, and look, I'm gonna go ahead, and I think my point on this one is pretty. As we go ahead and wrap up fair foul, I'm also calling fair on this one. All right. Bottom line is, and they said this in Superman versus the Elite. They was like, look, we catch these villains. They go to jail, then these motherfuckers get out, and then they kill again, all right? Yeah. But if we'd have dealt with them the right way the first time, we wouldn't have to deal with this bullshit, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, Superman could have sent this nigga to the fucking Phantom Zone or some shit, right? But he didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? You know what he did? He went through the legal system that is very obviously flawed because there's way too many black people disproportionately put in jail in Metropolis, and until they sorry.
On that, it's a weird choice that he relies on like our legal and justice system, and I can't remember which one of the movies where like they actually talk about that, how he knows that like our systems aren't perfect, and yet he like holds to them anyway. Like we get it. But it just means that the people that don't follow those rules continue to be able to do what they do.
Yeah, but do you want an alien from another world coming here, being judge, jury, and executioner, deciding?
And in that situation, I do. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Because that's a slippery fucking slope, though. Once this dude decides, I'm gonna kill this guy for doing it, is somebody that powerful.
I think it's not as slippery or so. Like, I feel like humanity can agree on some things where it's just like murdering children, like going after the defenseless and the innocent. Like you get no leeway.
Yeah.
Like you get no leeway at all. Like
criminals kill the people that kill children, like in jail. Even the criminals kill children killers, and like.
Yeah, but if we let Superman decide who lives and dies.
Mm-hmm.
How do we stop Superman when he's gone too far?
Right.
That's why it's foul.
I mean, there's nothing in place stopping him from making that choice now. Besides, he's like, oh,
I know. That's why it's foul, because he's too powerful to make that decision.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, it's a moot point, right? Because this was his clone doing it.
Yeah. Superman. Someone as powerful as Superman does not get to make that decision ever.
Right.
Ever.
So what you're saying is if somebody weaker than Superman decided to do that, it would be okay.
I mean, I think the same things hold, but I think it's bigger with Superman, because this is Superman we're talking about. Superman just deciding to kill people just ups the ante for what we're dealing with. I'm on Lex's side if Superman's deciding to kill people.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, it was like, and the reason that Doomsday, and as we go ahead and start to review Superman Doomsday, which was released on, I just had it, July 26, 2007, as we go ahead and talk about Superman Doomsday, look, the reason that Doomsday was able to kill so many people is because Superman would not kill Doomsday.
Yeah,
that motherfucker, and that motherfucker was not going to stop killing.
Yeah.
So, it was just like, but it's like, oh, well, we should have had a trial and put him in jail and just fuck that shit. Kill that nigga, keep it moving, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, look, like the one thing I learned about fair and equal treatment a long time ago is fair and equal treatment isn't fair if everybody isn't equal. That's the only way this shit works. And the bottom line is there are some people who was like when you try to make everything fair and equal, you end up suppressing the talents of one group of people so you can raise up the inadequacies of another group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's and that's a whole thing, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about another day. All right, Monty, I had to go first last time, so you got to go first this time.
Yes,
what did you think about Superman Doomsday?
Yeah, Superman
Doomsday. Real quick, Monty, everybody in the chat, if you've seen Superman Doomsday, go ahead and drop your letter grades down in the chat. We want to see what you guys thought.
Yes.
All right,
use the command. And real quick, this was another one. Like these last two movies, I wasn't a big fan of the visuals on. I didn't like the way they looked, and this one I felt kind of rushed. It moved a little bit too fast. I don't think enough time was spent on a lot of stuff. Not that it was a terrible movie, but it kept it from being a great movie. So I ended at a C with it. So that's where I am on Superman Doomsday.
Monty with the C. Wait, okay, all right, Dom, what say you, darling?
Agreeing again with Monty. A C.
Dom knows what's up.
Look, I'm looking at my notes right now. Things that I liked about this movie. There was a Kevin Smith cameo. Did you guys catch that?
Yes, that was at the end of the opening video.
It's like, yes, Kevin Smith. I loved that. I don't know. Maybe it was like 2007. I don't know, but I felt like out of all the movies, this one felt like the most cartoon for me. Like, I don't know if it was like the pacing. I don't know if it was the animation itself. But I definitely found myself like not paying attention to it in the same way that I did like Superman versus the Elite. Another note that I have, like, I don't know if anybody else like wants to talk about, but at the end, Superman had his kryptonite gun. Isn't that like not a thing that Superman doesn't use guns? We were talking about his own...
Batman doesn't use guns. Superman doesn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll use guns as long as those guns don't kill.
But it's the kryptonite
language.
Right.
It's the kryptonite thing. Yeah, I give it a C. Like it kicks off the conversation about like, you know, morality and like what is just and what's unjust. But I just didn't find myself paying attention to it in the same way some of the other movies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna breeze on in there as she finishes up. Yeah, see, same here. It was a meh movie. So I'll just read my notes from watching the movie. Okay, so Superman is trying to cure cancer now. Then Max his bitch, shaking my head. And Superman's sexy talk is a bit weird to me, and I'm in love with Superman, so there's that thing. Now,
I think you might be getting your Superman movies mixed up. I think you might be getting Superman Elite mixed up with.
No, he's trying to kill cancer at the beginning of this one.
Is he really?
Yeah, in the Fortress of Solitude. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. You're right. Well, okay. I apologize, live action. Put 15 seconds back on the clock.
There you go.
And Superman's sexy talk is a bit weird for me. Now, why they sent that black chick to check that alien ship? Typical black person 101. That's textbook. You got to get up out of there. Like, I was surprised that she hadn't already ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, she stayed there a little too long. So maybe she, like, you know, was partially black. I don't know. Shout out to the robot sidekicks. Okay. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then killed him with that out of this world suplex. That was dope. That was probably like the highlight of the movie for me. And that's not saying a lot. Back to Lex shooting the chick in the head. It was just like, yeah, you weren't here either. Plow. I was like, what?
All right.
DC got gangster. Yeah, so, but also a quick question is, what is this like sick kind of sexual fetish that Lex has with Superman? Like, it's pretty, I think someone needs to talk to him.
Yeah, I actually had a video that I was editing about exactly that. And
it's a bit much. It's just kind of like, you know, you clone Superman, but like, did you dig him up the clone? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a lot. And then how do you clone Superman? Several times, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
And is it me or is everyone just a slight bit tan? Was that intentional? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen. All that yellow sunlight in motherfucking Metropolis. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives everybody that nice.
I guess they're
heat.
always out in the heat in the sun, fixing the city from mass destructions every day. By the way, shout out to Metropolis for being able to turn that around so quickly. Like their table turn game is sick.
Oh yeah, their construction.
They turned and burned, baby.
Yeah, their infrastructure there is amazing. All right,
bang.
They're killing that shit. I actually gave this movie a C+. I actually gave it a slightly higher grade than everybody else, but only slightly. Hold on. Look, and I can wrap up this movie in like the two scenes that I love the most are I love watching Doomsday go through the city and just kill everything and anything on his path. It's super raw and it's super awesome. And I actually am a big fan of the scene where Lois Lane, after Superman is dead, Lois goes to Martha Kent's house. And she's like, yeah, can I help you? And she's trying to be like, look, I know that your son is Superman. I was fucking him, but not really. And then she literally just breaks down in front of Martha Kent. And then they have this moment together. And that scene, like, Anne Heche did the voice acting in that scene. And I thought that particular scene is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But the issue for this movie is that this is basically like a Saturday morning cartoon with a PG-13 rating. They basically took like 3 episodes of the Superman animated series and was like, oh yeah, we're gonna call this a movie, you know, and they made it a little bit edgier, a little bit bloodier. And that's what this movie was, and that's where the movie suffers because this should have been great or really good, and it wasn't really good. It was slightly better than average.
Yeah.
And the ending for the movie, where it was like when real Superman kills clone Superman, he kind of just dies peacefully. Like he kills him really easily, and he was like, "Oh man, you killed me. I guess I'm dead now. But do the right thing, protect the city, do better than I did." And it was like, all right, and that was it. And the movie went off, and that was the end of the movie. That was how the shit ended. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, C+. Because I see what it was, and it was just I gave it a C+.
All right.
I thought it was a slightly better than average.
All right.
And just checking out the chat right now, American Nightmare gave it a B. Let's see. What else we got? Luna gave it a C. To Luna C. You see what I did just now?
There you go.
I didn't
Luna
do it on
C.
purpose, but that did happen. Let's see. David Nieves gave it a B. He says, I give it a B only because they could have done more like the comic, and they left out so much. And that's true. And Hand You a Beaten gave it a D. No real origin to Doomsday. Doomsday had heat vision, really silly movie. Newshound gave it an A+ because he's fucking trolling us, and I'm not even gonna deal with his ass right now. Aaron Darnell, Aaron, I'm not sure how you say it. Aaron Darnell says Doomsday is the only one I've seen. Wasn't impressed. I'll give it a C-. Yeah, I think that's about on track with where everybody is. Ryan Palmer says Doomsday is an A. His death was animated. Believable, and I felt it in the story, and I genuinely was excited and felt justified when he came back to the end of the story. That's all right.
All right. We can talk about it, Ryan Palmer.
For sure, Ryan. We should bring Ryan on the show just so we could talk about it.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Is that everybody's grades right now? I think that's everybody's grades. All right, and that is the conclusion of. Fucking Which segment was this?
That was Fair or Foul. Next is
Fair or Foul.
Yeah.
Next is shit we don't care about.
Yeah. Let's get on to some shit we don't care about. Here we go.
All right, and then we can do shit we don't care about and run into the next movie. I like it. Let's run it.
Now, in a desperate attempt to fill 24 hours of programming, here's some bullshit that happened. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon.
That's bullshit. This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
You know what? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
That's bullshit, Gary! Nerd! Okay, music stops.
Send the beat, fucking with you. Yep. Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes. Shit we don't care about. So, this segment of the show, for everybody who's just watching the show for the very first time, first off, welcome. We're happy to have you. We have our esteemed panelists joining us today, live action animation, and Dom from Wakanda Moon Cosplay. We the way this segment works is every day I do a deep dive on the news and I read all of these different stories from all these different places, and I wonder sometimes when I read these stories, who gives a shit about this story? I always wonder when I read some of these stories, who gives a shit? Now, because this episode is about, we're talking about Superman animated movies, I made it a point to talk about, all I talked about was things related to Superman. So, what I did was all my shit we don't care about are related to the movie, The Death of Superman. So, what I did was I found some interesting shit we don't care about about the cast of that movie. So I'm going to read these headlines, and you guys let me know if you give a shit or if you don't give a shit. Now, if enough of y'all give a shit, I will read the whole goddamn story. If you don't give a shit, then I will cancel it and go on to the next headline.
And if it's randomly divided, like the pumpkin incident, we will post it in the Discord. We see y'all talking about the pumpkins.
The fucking pumpkin.
It's fucking Pumpkingate. Pumpkingate. That's what I'm calling it. Everybody wants that pumpkin story. They want you to read that pumpkin story.
All right. You know what?
Not right now.
We might just do a pop-up episode where all I do is read that goddamn story. All right. So I'm going to read the headline, and you guys tell me if you give a shit or if you don't give a shit. And if enough people give a shit, I will read the goddamn story. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Right. First, hold on. Let me do this right because I want to make sure I do this right. Superman. Let's wait. Death of Superman cast. All right. So the first story is about Rebecca Remiginin, the first Mystique. God damn it, Mystique number one. Rebecca Remignin's famous. She used to be married to Uncle Jesse from Family Man.
Now she's married to the dude from Sliders.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is okay.
He is actually the voice of Superman in the next two movies we're talking about.
I know. That's fucking amazing to me. Okay, all right. So here we go. This story comes from New York, NewYorkPost.com, NYPost.com. Rebecca Remiginin is a secret horror movie buff.
I don't care.
No,
not even a little bit.
I don't care. Next,
you guys don't care that Rebecca
Romaine. There you go.
Listen. Okay, look. I eat lettuce all the goddamn time. I know how you spell Romaine. There's no J in that shit. All right. This bitch's name is R-O-M and in a bunch of Icelandic letters with the letter N at the middle. It's dumb. It's ridiculous. Okay, Romaine. That is not how you spell Romaine. But whatever.
American Nightmare cares about this.
How many cares do we got?
And Vapion cares. Just two. I saw a lot of dope cares.
American Nightmare, Vapion. Okay, all right. It's not enough for us to do this. All right, and I am moving on. The next story comes from popculture.com.
Don't care.
Don't care. And this story, I got to read it first before y'all tell me y'all don't care now. All right.
The source made me not care. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Wendy Williams' staff.
Oh God, no.
Wendy Williams' staff reportedly looking for new jobs amid rumored Jerry O'Connell hosting reports.
No, I don't care. I don't care
Dirty
at all.
socks, no.
No.
I care. Not at all.
Dom doesn't care either? Okay.
Yeah.
Live Action doesn't care. Lovely Dom doesn't care. All right, let's see. Who cares about? Let's see.
Listen, American Nightmare. We're gonna start direct messaging you links to all these articles.
Look, we know the articles on popculture.com. People want to go and read it, but
yeah, Keith said no.
Look, I already closed out the article. Shit's gone. All right, the next story comes from globalrealnews.com because you know it's real if it says global.
I was gonna say,
right? Globalrealnews.com. Shout out to these sites existing. Yeah. This says, okay, how's Nathan Fillion doing on Twitter?
I don't
Who
care.
Is that? Don't care.
You don't know who Nathan Fillion is? See, wait, I care about that. I care about LA Anime, not knowing who Nathan Fillion is.
I would listen to stuff about Nathan Fillion, how he's doing online. Yep.
I don't care how he's doing. I care about LA Anime, not knowing who he is.
Firefly. That's why you
Okay. I don't care about the article.
Is that your like okay or like I still don't know what you're talking about? Okay.
Oh, it's like I still don't know what you're talking about, but it's like okay, because Dom loves Dom loves Firefly. So
I fucking love Firefly too. We should talk every 5 minutes and be best friends.
There you go. See? I care because y'all care. There we go. Friendship.
Yes. What are the people saying?
Let's see. What are the people saying?
Fuck nah. That was Keith.
Let's see. Maybe, but nah. All right, Keith Coop, I'm with you. M. Du Bois has no idea who he is, so I don't care. Davian says don't care. Newshound says care. Darth Machiavelli, love that name, says I care. Destruction Inc. says care. All right, hold on.
Oh shit.
Oh, looks
American
like
Nightmare says I care.
American Nightmare cares about all of them.
Luna slightly cares. You got to do it. Luna slightly cares.
Damn it. Or not. She says or not at the end.
Or not.
Either
way.
Maybe I should
don't know.
continue reading.
It's
Reading is
kinda
fundamental.
torn. All right. So I guess I'm gonna read until you guys. Okay, wait. See, it's just. I need you guys to be definitive on this. Am I reading the story? Am I not reading the story?
Look,
I think people are like, yes, because it's about someone with Firefly and they love Firefly, but like, no, because we don't care.
Yes. Yes. So read it until 42 people watching. I'd say till we get seven different people.
Seven people have to say they don't care?
Yes. We'll say seven. Seven? Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
7. There we go.
All right. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So you're watching the chat, right?
I'm watching the chat.
I'm
watching
All
the
right.
chat.
Okay, here we go. So, let's see. Nathan Fillion. Hello. Today, we did a very comprehensive analysis of Nathan Fillion's Twitter activity. Let's dive in. First, the primary metrics. As of September 18th, Nathan Fillion, which is at Nathan Fillion, has 3,000. Well, I'm sorry. What is this? 3,498,979 Twitter followers, and is following 610 people. He has tweeted 11,558 times. Has liked 276 tweets. Has uploaded.
For the love of God, we don't care.
1,296 photos.
There's 1, 2. I got two.
And videos, and has been on Twitter since April 2009.
No one cares.
Oh my! In my defense, I thought this was an actual article, not a stats rundown.
I only got 3.
It is.
Hey, so check it. I agree with Mike. I agree with Mike.
5.
And Mike says, "What does care really mean anyway?"
Yeah, we only need 2 more. 3.
Is it going from top to bottom? Their latest tweet at the time of.
All right. We got it. You're done. You're done.
Got it.
There you go. There you go. You fucking sons of bitches. And the last story of shit we don't care about, and you guys better goddamn fucking not care about this shit, comes from dailysoapdish.com.
Okay, we clearly don't care.
That's like a automatically.
Yeah, it is about soap operas, right? dailysoapdish.com. And this article was published today.
Oh wow.
The Young and the Restless spoiler.
I knew he was gonna say Young and the Restless.
What happened to Malcolm Winters, Shamar Moore's character, on Y&R?
I don't care. All
right. I kind of care about that because my mom likes it.
right.
That's one of us. One of us cares.
Yeah. So I need to know what happened so I can bring this up to my mama and make sure she know because she may not have DVR'd that episode.
Yeah.
So.
Look,
Yes.
We'll send you the article if because
yes.
Yeah, we'll send it to you. I'll text it to you.
Oh well, that'll never happen.
See, you're getting to know me. You're getting to know me. I like it.
Did that. Give her plunger points for that. That shit is awesome. Vapion says he cares about Soap Dish. Penultimate says need to do this like a phone show and just y'all Hannibal's articles.
Y'all are trolling us now.
Because they've learned the pumpkin incident, man. Fucking David Nieves says don't care. Destruction Inc. says care. Read the pumpkin article. You got it, motherfucker. God damn.
Care. Revenge of the Pumpkins.
You know what? I'm gonna do with the pumpkin article? The Golden Turds are coming up. We're about to start advertising it. That's gonna be one of the awards. A Golden Turd award will be should we read the pumpkin article?
They're gonna make us read it. 5 people are gonna make us read that article. All right. Anyway,
Keith, yes, I am a good daughter. Doggone it, I care about my mother.
Vapion says I care because watching Monty scream is comedy gold. Well, luckily for us, between everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat, there's enough people that don't care about the Young and the Restless story, so we can go ahead and did that. And that kills everything we got to do about shit we don't care about. Monty, real fast, before we get into Monty's important shit, and I know Dom's got to get out of here in a second, but we're right at the tail end of the show. Real quick, what did everybody think about Death of Superman that came out last year? It came out, matter of fact, it came out on July 20th, 2018.
Yes.
Dom, you go first today.
All right. This one, I had the most notes for it. First note being...
Wait. Hang on. Most notes.
One.
Do you want to make this do you want to take your 3 minutes to talk about this one?
Oh, I don't know if I have 3 minutes worth, because then it would just be like me reading out my bullet points. But
all right.
I think that like the Death of Superman, like I saved Death of Superman and Reign of Superman as my last 2 movies to watch, and I'm really glad I did, because I stayed with it. Like it felt the most film-like for me out of all the cartoons, and like I said, I like the blood. Like that's a little like real for me. Like there's actually like, you know, when people get killed, there's stuff that happens.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
My bad. Go ahead.
All right. What else? I think for me, since I'm not like a big Superman fan, the fact that like we had the Justice League in it, and I know people are like, you know, talking about like my lack of fandomness with Superman, but I liked having the Justice League in it. It rounded out the movie a little bit more for me. And yeah, like the fact that like it ends at a place where you know there's like another movie coming up, like it just keeps me more engaged. So I don't know, I'd give it a B plus.
Yeah, I'll just go right after.
What did you end up at?
B. Let's give it.
Right.
Well, let's go B plus.
Oh shit! All right.
Nice.
My highest score so far.
Yeah. I remember watching Death of Superman and really enjoying it, even though he died. I believe the first time I gave it a B, and for all those reasons, you know, Dom was saying, it kept me in it. I like the aesthetic of the illustrations, the way they're drawn, their style, the fact that we did get a little bit of the Justice League in it, and how they completely just like mess over Flash all the time. But it was good. I enjoyed it, and I don't like Death and Superman in the same vicinity. But yeah, it was good. B.
All right.
Wait, Dom, you gave it a B plus?
Yeah.
B plus was what I said. Yeah.
And
yes.
LA, you gave it a B. Isn't that what you gave it last time?
Yeah.
All right, so you stay consistent. I like that.
Same thing, yeah. And I mean, blood and guts in any cartoon is awesome. So.
Yeah. And look, when we
no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you good. I was just saying, like when we reviewed this movie last year, and Monty, I'm gonna use my 3 minutes here.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna need 3 minutes, but I'm gonna use my 3 minutes.
Hit him with the timer, Zoe. Go.
All right. So
I'm gonna kick back and watch.
Yeah. So when last year when we first decided to do the ultimate comic book movie list of all time, Monty and I were joined by my sister, Love Live Action Animation. I started to call you Love Action Animation, you know, but you know that Love Action is reserved for one Mr. Flowers only. So but he's getting a lot of that Love Action, so it's all good.
Oh my god!
It's all good because you're fucking my best friend. It's love. It's all good. So look. Anyway, we did this last year. We reviewed 19 comic book movies that came out in 2018. One of those movies was Death of Superman, and when I reviewed that movie, I said it was almost really good, and I gave it a B minus. After watching that movie again, I realized that this might be my favorite Superman movie of all the Superman movies that have ever been made, animated or live action. Like and that's not saying a whole lot because in hindsight, they really don't have any great Superman movies, but there are some good Superman movies, and this is a really, really good movie. It utilizes the Justice League very well. And we get to see the lethality, like when you have the Justice League involved in the Doomsday scenario, you get to see how dangerous he is as he tears through Hawkman and he tears through the Flash, and like the scene with the Flash when the Flash has Hawkman's fucking magic fucking mace or whatever, and he's beating the shit out of Doomsday, and Doomsday like covers his head, and he just starts waiting, and then he punches the shit out of him, and then he breaks Batman's arm, and he damn near impales Wonder Woman, right? That shit gets gully as fuck, and it's like he pushes Superman all the way to his fucking limit, you know. And the scene where just like in Superman Doomsday, like it's the same exact movie, it's just better, because and what makes this movie better, the main thing that makes it better is that instead of trying to compress 2 movies into an hour and 20 minutes, it compresses one movie into an hour and 20 minutes, and it takes the time to really flesh out that fucking story.
Tell the story, man. You gotta tell the story.
And so I am raising my grade from last time when we watched this movie. I gave it a B-. I'm raising it to a solid B. This is a really good movie. You should check it out.
All right. There you go. All right.
I don't need 3 minutes. I just need 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yeah. You almost got the death sound, but you just missed it.
That's all. But that was just because Kaniqua kept getting embarrassed by her sex life with my best friend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All that was. Okay.
That's true.
All right. Look, first off, multiple orgasms is a beautiful thing. Enjoy, like, own your truth. All right. Live your truth. It's all good. Look, we could all be so lucky, all right?
Oh, where's her face?
Oh my
God! Monty, what say you? Say?
All right. Well, I don't have much of a follow up to any of that. But I will say I agree with everything everybody said. Y'all all hit all the points that I would have hit already. Like, one of my favorite things about this movie was seeing the Justice League get their ass handed to them before Superman got in, just to show what he was up against. And this movie, I'm sticking with the same grade I gave it on the first ever Ultimate Comic Book Movie List episode, which was a B+. It sits at a B+ still. So
Yep. I'm not mad at that at all. I was like, before I gave it a B-, but this time I'm giving it a B+. It's a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
And and one point I didn't talk about was the Lex Luthor trying to save Metropolis, and he does his whole, as long as I'm here, no one will do this to, and then Doomsday starts kicking his ass, and he's like, no, stop it, no, you can't.
And don't the power of his words were gonna make him stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. And then what's great about that scene is right when Doomsday is about to murder Lex Luthor, he rips Lex Luthor out of his mech suit and throws him at a fucking wall. Superman saves him and then proceeds to continue fighting Doomsday. And Lex Luthor is pissed about it. That is so awesome. That his hatred for Superman. Man. His hatred for Superman is so on brand that he sticks with it no matter what. And Superman said the realest shit to him ever. The people are never gonna love you just for hating me.
Yep.
That is a great fucking line of dialogue. That is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I raised my grade from a B- to a B. It's a good ass fucking movie.
Yep. There we go.
Now, real quick, because we only got one segment left and one movie left to talk about. But Dom, it's past your bedtime.
Look, I'm trying. I told live action, I was like, look, people tired. Like 5:45 in the morning comes quick, but I'm gonna push through. If we one more segment.
Well, we've got 2 movies left, but we can get through them quick.
All right.
Got 2?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Rise of the Superman and All-Star Superman. We haven't done All-Star
yet. Oh shit,
we
didn't do All-Star. Okay, you're right. Okay, we got it. We can do this.
Yeah, we got it. It's 2 more segments. So let's get on to the next segment. And so we did shit we don't care about, and I happen to have some important shit to talk about. So let's hit that intro for important shit.
FlyingZombies.com, Blog Talk Radio, and Team MFN proudly present Hannibal and Monty's Action News with L. Damon on sports, Keith, the man on the street, meteorologist scientist Mel on weather, and Hannibal and Monty's Action News anchors, Hannibal and Monty. And now, shit.
Yes! Time for important shit. I'm trying to get one of my notes up here. Bear with me for a second. I should have been prepared leading into it. I was busy looking at the chat. That's my fault. There we go. Got it ready. So, important shit. The way this works is everybody gets to participate on this one. I am going to read or tell you about 4 different stories. The trick is one of them is fake. So I don't have the fake news command in there, but we don't really need it because we just read them live. So Hannibal, I'm counting on live. Yeah, Hannibal, I'm counting on you to read the chat because I have my notes up in front of me here.
I got you.
So
I'm on it.
So yeah, I'm gonna run through 4 different stories. One of them is fake. You let me know which ones you guys think is a fake story, and the winner gets how many plunger points, Hannibal?
I think they get I think it was 7 plunger points. I'm have to look at my look at the notes, but I think you get 7 plunger points if you get it right.
Yeah,
and you know what? Just for tonight's episode, I will triple the amount of plunger points for everybody who gets it right.
All right, and you only get to vote once.
You only get to vote one time.
Yeah, your first vote is the one that counts.
Yeah, so if you get it wrong, then so you got to guess. You got to make sure that you get the right one. 3 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is fake.
Yes.
And I've never gotten one right yet, but I feel like today's the day I get it right.
Yes. So, all right. So I'll start with. I'm trying to figure out the best one to start with. We'll go with Tony Todd, the actor that plays Darkseid in the movie that we're talking about here, which is Reign of the Supermen. Like that's a movie we're leading into. He actually, and we've watched one of the DC Justice League movies with Darkseid as the voice. He does the voice for both versions of Darkseid. If you remember the version of Darkseid in those Lego movies and these movies, it's the same voice for both Darkseids.
So Tony Todd,
same voice
a.k.a.
actor.
Candyman, a.k.a. Worf's brother from Star Trek.
Yes.
A.k.a. Benjamin Sisko's son when he gets lost in the future, and then Jake Sisko has to. You mean to tell me Tony Todd is also the voice of Darkseid in the Lego movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
You fucking liar! I call foul. That's a lie. You made that story up.
All right.
Randomly, for Blurred Fest, he is one of the people I wrote down because I have his agent's contact information.
All right.
Nice. I'll make sure to
get
greet
him
him.
Here, yeah.
I will greet him with a meat hook. You know
right?
what I'm saying?
See, there you go.
As is the style of the Candyman, and I am still, as an adult, not willing to say his name 5 times in the mirror. So there you go.
So there you go. There you go.
Listen. Why tempt fate? All right, I'm already a black man in America. All right, I don't got to do nothing extra.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You're a black man that wears a mask in America.
Facts. That comes back to haunt me so often.
Yeah. So, see? There you go. And wait, I'm trying to make sure I have all my stuff up in front of me here. There we go. Got it. All right. So, the next one is, we were just talking about Death of Superman. We're leading into the Rise of the Supermen. They were actually discussing, like, while making these movies, one of the plans was, rather than this being 2 movies, it was supposed to be 3 movies. And one of the movies, the middle part, the other part would have come in the middle, featuring the black suit Superman that came out of the ship, because they wanted to focus more on Dan Jurgens' original design for that black suit Superman. They really wanted to explore that more. It would have been a whole movie of black suit Superman readjusting to coming back to life. So there's that. It was almost a trilogy.
Nope, you lie. You fucking liar. That's not true. It's clearly going to be 2 movies the whole time. That's the lie. Okay, I thought the first one was the lie, but now I know that one's the lie. You liar.
Okay. Fair enough. And I'll go to the next one. There was an article written by comicbook.com that said that Into the Spider, sorry, I'm getting it wrong. That
getting his lies wrong is what he's doing right now.
It said that Rise of the Supermen
can't remember his truth right now.
Can't even get it yet.
Rise of the Supermen was the anti Into the Spider-Verse, because you remember it came out right after Into the Spider-Verse, and the creators responded and the whole premise of Into the Spider-Verse was anybody can be Spider-Man. And they said that the Superman story was a story where nobody can be Superman except Superman. So the writers responded.
And then in Spider-Verse was everybody can be Spider-Man.
Yeah, the writers responded with, you just have to go through the journey. That's not what we were trying to say, but I thought that was an interesting take on it. So this was a thing that happened. So there you go.
So here's the thing. I want to believe that, but the whole time you read that story, you did not make eye contact with me. So that's how I know you
didn't.
I don't know if I trust that.
He was stumbling a lot. It's false. I don't buy it.
He couldn't quite get it out, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if y'all noticed my technique. I try to give all the tells of lying with every story. So
a veteran liar. Hey, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Run for president. This was good.
And the final story is just recently these movies were released as one movie. So you can watch them as one movie, done better than the first Superman Doomsday. And that's all the important shit. So
okay, so wait a minute. Just to recap, the first story was, which one is the first one?
The first one was Tony Todd does the voice of both Darkseids.
Okay.
And the second one was the Black Suit Superman, was almost its own standalone movie.
Okay.
And then there was the comicbook.com article about how the comparing Into the Spider-Verse and Reign of the Superman and their response. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they combine these movies as one movie. So
they all could be lies. Damn it.
So they combine Doomsday, Death of Superman, and
No. He's saying that Death of Superman and Reign of Superman got released as one film.
Yes.
Right. Opposed to back to back.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, everybody in the chat, let me know which one you think is
I don't know
fake.
about that one.
And look, we're gonna do it on the honor system. Don't get on your Googles and try to figure this shit out, all right? You know, I mean, you can do that, but that violates the spirit of the game. You know,
it's not as fun if you Google it.
Yes.
I'm gonna say. So we have.
The Tony Todd doing
Tony
both.
Todd.
Both
I kind of
voices.
believe that one.
Yes.
Then you got the Spider-Verse story.
Wait, that was the fourth one, the Spider-Verse. No, that was the third one.
The third one.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
The second one was the Black Suit.
The Black Suit.
Yeah, the Black. So they initially were gonna release it as a trilogy,
as opposed to two.
Yes.
Oh shit! I don't fucking know, man. They all sound like you made them shits up. Fuck. Okay, I'm going with the Tony Todd. I'm going with the Tony Todd one.
I'm gonna go with the Black Suit.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go with number 4 being the lie. Like, these movies felt like they were supposed to be two distinct movies making one story.
All right. Okay. Does everybody in the chat? Do you guys have?
Number 4 is the lie.
Wait, there we go. We're back. All right. Well, I will let y'all know while the votes come in because there's a delay. The fake story was the Black Suit story.
Whoa! Oh wait, I got it wrong.
Yeah, no, you got it right. You picked that one as the fake one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
go me.
Which was number 2. How many people picked number 2? And did we lose Hannibal's audio?
Give me
it looked like he froze for a second.
Oh, Hannibal froze.
Give me them point.
There you go.
All right, Darth Machiavelli
Yeah.
had 2. Luna said 2. Vapion said 2.
Hang on, let me write these down because Hannibal normally writes them. So
Kilo. Yeah, he said 2. Mike said 2.
Mike said 2.
Clown Black said 2.
all right.
Did I get it right? Yeah, I just fell out. Am I?
No, you got it wrong. It was number 2, the
Got it
black suit.
wrong.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
God fucking.
I got it right. I got
Yeah.
it right.
Got it right.
Yeah. It looks like Luna got it right.
Yeah, Luna got it right.
God damn it! All right.
All right.
Wrong again.
Yeah. Trying to see who
American
else got
Nightmare said I googled this shit and still got it wrong.
You see what happens when you Google American Nightmare?
You know what? Give him plunger points for that.
Give him plunger points, bro. Give him plunger points, man. Straight up.
Look, I try to word it so that it's harder to Google. I'm not successful every time. All right. Well, with that being said, this was all about Reign of the Supermen. So, what did we think of Reign of the Supermen? Like, Rise of the Reign of the Supermen.
Reign of the Supermen, yes.
Yeah,
Man.
I wrote Rise because that's what I was gonna say. The title of the middle movie was Rise of Superman.
Who's first this time?
Who we
I
start-
think
LA is first.
Yeah.
I think it's me.
Yeah.
So I fell asleep during this movie. I'm so sorry.
Also,
Your grade
so
doesn't
what
count.
here's the notes that I got so far. Oops, Wonder Woman spilled the beans. Women, right? Then I said
plunger points for that.
Thank you so much. Then I said, is this the sequel to All-Star Superman? And then I have, why is Superboy a Tony Stark knockoff? And then I have, oh, there goes Lois hoeing it up again for the story. And then I have, oh snap, use that bitch as a shield. Mini Superman is Bruce Wayne? Question mark. And then I was like, so the whole Justice League died? And then I found out that he didn't die. And then like them turning people into Supermen, right? But then like they like got brainwashed. I'm like, what? So, so wait a minute. So a dead astronaut who really wasn't dead came back, made himself a cyborg Superman. You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't know where all of this is going. And then I fell asleep. So with what I saw, I would probably give it like maybe like all
right.
You can say whatever.
All right.
Falling asleep, your grade doesn't count here. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't grade it. I can't
All right.
grade it. I
There
don't
you
know
go.
how I don't know the ending, and I'm gonna be an honest person.
There we go. There we go. Hannibal, what do you got for us?
I don't got a lot to say about this. I enjoyed this movie, but I didn't enjoy it as much as Death of Superman. I gave this a B-. And I like the it's like all the pieces are there for this to be a really fun movie, and for the most part it is.
Yeah.
But it's just I give it a B-. Like I thought it was almost a really good movie, and I think all the pieces were there for this to be that movie. But it just didn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? I gave it a B-. And I might feel differently upon second viewing, but upon first viewing,
Yeah.
B-.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'll go right. I'm close to your grade. I gave it a B.
Okay.
I kind of feel the same. It was almost there, and my problem comes in with, I don't know, the dark side thing. I get why they did it, because in the comics it was Mongol that was working with Cyborg Superman, and it wouldn't have worked because they would have had to set him up. And with the continuity going, they're able to, just roll in and throw Darkseid in. I like that angle. It just dragged the minute Darkseid got in. Mm-hmm. That was my issue. the slowdown of it when Darkseid came in. If he had just come in and started busting skulls and taking names, I'm in.
Right.
But that didn't happen. But it got to be. It was still a good movie. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. It was good to see how it wrapped up. So that's where I fall with that. So, Dom, it's up to you. It's on you.
Agreeing with live action, I'm gonna give it a C. Like the pacing was so slow, like you said. Like when Darkseid came in, like the whole movie just kind of like slowed down.
Yeah.
But like one thing I really did like, and again, like speaking to my ignorance of like Superman, I liked how like not knowing the story, you might think like the whole thing with the Excalibur was kind of like a throwaway plot point, but then we see in Reign of the Superman like how important that whole thing was, and I really liked that. But it got so slow. I was totally disinterested in it. I didn't like how at the end we saw all those people from the Cyber Corps like just get used up, right? Like all of those citizens just get like used up like batteries, and these guys are dead. Like,
actually, that was when I like that all those people died at the end of the movie. I like that after they hit the ground, it was just like, and then they reverted back from being what they were. They were just dead bodies, and it was just like the streets was just littered with dead bodies, because that's how the shit would go down. Like if you're flying in the sky and you got powers, and then you lose your powers and you hit the ground, you're dead.
Yeah,
you just died.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a messed up trade-off for them, like people who they think that they're doing this like good thing, and it turns out like not. Like you're just completely being used for some totally other thing.
Yeah.
So I get it. I don't know. It just kind of happened. I didn't really like it. So, a C. Yep.
All right. So there we go. We end up with a C. So those are our grades for that one. So what is the chat saying? What are we getting from the chat?
Let's see. We are getting, well, so first off, the vast majority of them have not seen this movie.
Oh, all right.
And I think you guys should just go ahead and check it out, because you know,
it's worth a watch.
Like, even no matter what we say, whether we say a movie is fantastic or if we say a movie is terrible, you should check it out so we could and tell us what you think so we could talk about it. You know, some of you guys we're gonna agree with, some of you guys we don't agree with. You know, so it's just like, you know.
E.M. Dubois, we will talk about your book. I gotta show you where it is on our hard drive so that you can read it, Hannibal. But continue. Sorry. Okay. I just saw the chat.
Yeah, the only person I see that I think saw the movie was Kilo, and he said, well, I think it was Kilo. Hold on. I don't know if anybody in the chat has seen Reign of the Supermen. So,
all right.
The American Nightmare says straight B's, just how I finished high school.
Looking at Luna's comment, man, do not get your hopes up. Like I would have enjoyed a whole bunch of dead bodies if I were more invested in those citizens.
Yeah.
Like I think the thing that fell short for me was like these people who thought they were doing this good thing get used up, and they had that little thing about the one guy whose girlfriend had gotten like her purse was jacked, and so we were supposed to care about them, and I didn't care about them at all.
Damn. Damn, where's your heart, Dom? Where's your heart? Damn.
I mean, I have one, but not for poorly done character investments.
Damn.
Like that point would have been more powerful if we cared about them a little bit.
I don't.
That disappointed.
Dom is being savage as fuck. I like it. All right, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep that savagery going.
Just giving my thought. Just giving my thought.
No, keep it up. I like it.
Yeah.
Fatality.
There you go. And Monty, as we round out to the very end of the show, do you have a setup for All-Star Superman?
Yeah, well, I got some shit I want y'all to check out. And then, look, I know it's supposed to go back to you when we go into it, but I'm taking my 3 minutes on this. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So check this shit out. Hannibal and Monty's Shit Show presents.
Check that shit out. What is that? I didn't know they made them like that.
I don't even understand what I'm seeing.
Remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here, this shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga.
Lois, stay out of there. It'll give you powers just like mine for 24 hours.
Always a joy to see you again. I propose a challenge of the ages. We'll each perform a super feat in the ladies' honor.
You know what I've always wanted to do?
To fucking space.
Right?
Your chest and me, is it? You've gone native.
So much random shit in this movie.
Terahertz, and you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie, it was perfect for Check This Shit Out, because Check This Shit Out is a segment where we show weird shit that I find on the internet. This was weird shit I found in a movie. This movie is full of weird shit, like from one weird thing to the next. Like they even introduced the Bottle City of Candor, and he has to fly to space to deliver the Bottle City of Candor. Get my timer going. Like, I've already started, Zoe. Keep it going. They even fly the... I might not use it all, but I want to be fair. He even flies the Bottle City of Candor away, and one part that bothered me was he's like, I probably won't come back. He came back. I don't know how the fuck he came back, but he came back, and all of a sudden, there are now... Oh, wait, no. Before we get to Candor, he meets Atlas and whoever the fuck that other guy was.
Samson.
Atlas and Samson. They end up competing for Lois Lane. Why is she okay with this? Why is this happening? Then they arm wrestle. This is so weird. And y'all are gonna be surprised when I get to my grade, though. But
I gave it an A+.
But
right?
No. So all this shit happens. The Bottle City comes back. There are Kryptonians there. Kryptonians we've never seen or heard of before. And these dudes are badasses. He tries to heal him, and he goes, the only thing I can do is put you in the Phantom Zone. That'll heal you. Okay, Soups, that's what you got to do. Do your thing. And then the fucking chemical it gives Lois, Lex Luthor takes it, gets superpowers, beats Superman's ass. Superman dies in the end, which fucking crazy. All that said, as weird as this fucking movie was, I absolutely loved it. And I thought it was one of the most refreshing takes on Superman I've ever seen. It was really cool to see Superman as a smart character and not just a hammer to hit something with. Superman was smart, and he planned things. He had a pet sun eater that he made suns for. Weird, but cool. Superman is powerful enough and smart. It's Superman with Batman's brain. It was... I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I had a lot of fun watching it. I think this is the best of all 5 of these movies that we watched. Just a fucking great time with this movie. I gave this movie an A. So there we go. I got it all out.
Motherfucker!
This movie gets an A from me.
I called it.
So, there you go.
Go ahead, because I got to get my disagreement ready with this nigga.
All right.
I'm not going to give it an A. Like, let's just say that I was so lost in this movie. Like, I thought it was just me with all the weirdness. Like, I felt like I just got dropped into this story. Like, it felt so much for me like a movie that had like a callback where you just like needed knowledge to like understand shit, like the Sun Eater and then the city that was in the bottle and all this other stuff. Like, I was lost for so much of the movie. Like, I liked the weirdness of it, but I was so lost. Like, I give it a B. Just because
Wow, you even give it a B. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, my turn. Confusion say. This movie is confusing as fuck. Okay. Here we go. So first he is curing cancer, and now he has cancer. At least they're thorough. I was like, well, at least they're thorough. Love the subtle little tap of the guy to save him from the falling boulders, bro. Lois, I have cancer, so I want to give you my powers for the day instead of using all of my resources to save my own life. Way to go. Oh, art. Okay, random side characters. Oh yeah, the Samson and them.
Yeah, the Samson is so weird.
So random. And that's where Lois gets to hoeing it up. Women, right? Okay. Then it was like, how reckless was it?
LA Anime said that, not me or Hannibal.
How reckless was it to go do an interview with Lex? I was like, for sure that Lex was gonna have some kind of kryptonite something down in that little corridor thingy, and he was just gonna get all the way just package out. There we go. Okay, and then the next is, okay, so how do we get the random Kryptonians again? Then it's like, oh snap, this nigga melted off a nigga face. So I don't know if y'all saw that, but he like laser-eyed his face, which is crazy. And all right, cool. So yeah, Lex, how did he get that super serum again? Because I didn't know the answer yet. I wish I could write with laser eyes. Super Robot Army.
His diary, his wall diaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, wall diaries. Laser eyes. Oh. So you were onto him and you just let him get the powers anyway? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, Lex, but wait, you only had one other vial of serum? You didn't have like multiple vials? I have more than that. Oh God, my only one other vial that I had. How did you get foiled? Foiled again. Killing my plans every time. Damn you, Soup. Damn you, Soup. And then I have we only got one chance to save the world until number 7 must repent because number 7 has been bad. Number 7. Not so lucky. He's not so lucky. Okay, should have been 13. And then, okay, so wait, Lex clones Superman again? Or at least finds a way to clone him again? So it was just a lot of, what? How did we?
That face
where did they? Like, it was just like, hey, we're just gonna write, like you know, like Dom said, like we're gonna literally write a story already in progress. Like I felt like we needed a whole nother movie before this story or something. Like I felt like we just came back from the commercials, I missed
like
the first hour and a half
to like reference or something.
Yeah, like I felt like it was a continuation of a movie that I didn't see.
Right.
Which was unfortunate because I feel like if the story was told better, then a lot of that stuff would have been awesome. It would have made sense. Like the whole like back and forth with Samson and Superman, and Superman's jealous, and Clark and Lois is like, yeah, Shannon told me. It's like, shut up, girl. Okay, you already knew, so shut up. Yeah. So I mean, I gave it a C. But I'm feeling more C minus now. Well, no, C. Yeah, C minus.
All right.
Actually,
I was like, did it free?
Yeah. C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm actually with live action. I don't got a lot to say because I'm not going to disagree with Monty right now. We're going to have to just do this. Like I want to do it on the air so bad, but I've already used up my 3 minutes to talking about how great Death of Superman is that I can't take the time to just go into. This movie is random as fuck.
So
and
random.
Everybody's hit on this, but the thing that I just thought was the most random is when they're in Superman's lair, right? And they're in his man cave, and he's showing Lois all the random shit he's got. Oh, look at this tiny city I got. Oh, look at this big ass chess set with the Justice League members on it. Oh yeah, here's a spaceship, no backstory. All right, whatever. And then, oh yeah, here's this thing I have that eats suns. I create suns and feed it to this nigga, right? And then somewhere in the middle of the story, not at the end, after Superman settles up his affairs, he's like, oh man, Luthor is getting electrocuted, right? They give him the death penalty. And instead of dying, he lives, and then they find out that Luthor has been working with this sun that turns other suns blue.
Wow, I forgot all about that.
Yes.
And
God,
then Superman's Sun Eater, right, goes to space to eat this thing,
but can't eat sun.
But then he can't eat it, and then gets killed. This movie's ridiculous.
Superman killed that thing by poking it in the eye, my nigga. Like,
Yeah,
he just Three Stooges him real quick.
Three Stooges, you beat me. Hit him with that Three
Straight on
Stooges
in that eye.
and killed
Crazy.
him. So look, man, I don't know whether to give this movie a C-, a C, or a C+, because I can't tell if this movie is almost good or if it's almost mediocre.
This is a damn good movie. Like,
yeah, it's definitely not a damn good movie. I've seen damn good movies.
I will show you all the shit you missed and how that movie fits together perfectly.
Okay.
Not on this show.
This is the movie I put on.
Is that going to be a torture episode?
I'll explain it. Like, I'll show you the details that you did not pay attention to that makes everything work in this movie. This movie is flawless. Like, everything fits. All the stuff that y'all pointed out is explained in the movie. It's like the fucking polar bears in Lost.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You didn't write the reference manual because I was lost the entire time. Like,
I mean, maybe I needed your commentary.
Like,
but I mean, like, the thing about it is,
and it's not even like
people need commentary. The movie isn't all that great.
No, it's not even explaining backstory. Like this, I saw all this watching the movie. Like it's all there. It's all there. It's just it's not a sit back and you got to stare at the screen the entire time the movie's going on and listen to every word.
No, I've seen this movie a dozen times. Matter of fact, this is the movie I put on when I need to go to sleep while I'm driving Uber. Okay?
All right.
This is the movie, like, when I pull over on the side of the road, I'm like, man, I need to take a nap. Let me put All-Star Superman on. Like, catch me a quick hour of sleep. I swear to you, that is what I use this movie for.
Right.
Like, I've seen lots of great movies in my lifetime. This ain't one.
All right. All right. This movie is awesome.
It's better than Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. You know what I'm saying? But it's not better than fucking like a lot of other Superman movies.
Yeah, but it's still not better than the Richard Pryor Superman.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding. I'm being facetious.
Yeah, see, I was about to abrupt end you on that, but we got another thing we're gonna show before it ends.
So look, that's it. I'm torn between the C, C-, C+. Yeah, but it's somewhere in there. It's definitely getting some type of C. You know, and like visually, I think the movie looks great. But like this story is just like, I don't know, this shit is ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck is going on over here.
All right.
It's just like, it's just this is not a good movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
And look,
Hands You a Beating, it's way better than Green Lantern. Yes.
I challenge you. I challenge everybody in the that's watching the show still to watch All-Star Superman. And then tell us what you think about it. I'm curious to see.
Look, we still got to do Exposed. You can't throw another one of those out. We got to finish the Exposed challenge.
Listen, we can do all those shits at the same time. So I'm in that mid C range. I just don't know if it's getting a high C or a low C right now. So just but it's probably gonna be a C or a C+. Like it's not a C-. It's not. When I think about some of the movies that got C-, it's probably just a C. Like, it's probably, I'm just going to give it a regular flat-ass C. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoyed 8 Mile, The American Nightmare. I don't know that it's... Or, no, 8 Mile is a good movie. Yeah. No, 8 Mile is a good... I'm remembering it now. I need to rewatch it.
8 Mile with Eminem?
Yeah, I need to rewatch it to get a...
That's not a good movie.
I need to rewatch it to actually get my grade.
That's not a good movie.
So,
do you remember the very impactful and passionate... before he starts rapping, before he basically raps "Lose Yourself." Do you remember what that scene? You remember what he told her in the movie, Monty?
I don't.
You know why? Because it doesn't matter. Because it wasn't a good fucking movie.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna rewatch it.
Yeah. You're gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it. So
yeah.
But anyway.
I cut out on you guys.
Well, we're at the end of the show. So
Yes.
here we go. So do y'all want to say anything in closing?
Yes. Go ahead, Dom. You go first.
Yeah, just that we had an amazing time, and you guys have some awesome people that watch the show. Like, I've been looking at that chat all night. Like, it has been so live. Like, y'all have some real ones.
Yeah, the shitheads are the best. The shitheads.
Yes.
Even you, Newshound. I know Hannibal keeps giving you a hard time. I like it, but
fuck Newshound.
Live action. She does the social media rundowns. Like, she has her spiel. Like, Monty, like you had yours.
Yes. So take it away, LA Anime, and then
I will take it away. Again, we are the mighty duo Wakanda Moon Cosplay. Check us out. Go to Instagram right now. I know some of y'all are even on Instagram right now. Go to Instagram. Look up Wakanda Moon Cosplay. We should be the only ones to pop up. Click that follow button. Follow us. We love new friends. We're just trying to spread this movement of positivity and everything, and just loving yourself and being and living unapologetically. And yeah, man, we're super active on our social media. I host a YouTube channel called Geeks Are Easy, and we are coming back very soon with that. So we'll have a couple of episodes. And yeah, man, dope. Again, had a great time. I love you guys. Like, it's always super cool being on the show. Everybody is so lit in the chat. Always. And I cannot wait to come back. I'm excited.
All right. Well, with that being said, I think we should close out with something. Something me and Hannibal noticed about all of these movies. And we'll do this, and then we'll roll it into the shit show closing. Unless, do you have anything to say, or do you want to set it up, Hannibal, before we go?
No, I'm gonna just say thank you everybody for tuning into the show. We had a blast. Like I said, Monty and I have these conversations all the time. When we do the show, it's basically just us having the conversation that we normally have, but we have it with you guys. So thank you guys for being on the show. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Live Action Animation from Wakanda Moon Cosplay. In addition to you guys, also thank you, American Nightmare, Luna, Skill, Newshound, Hanju, E.M. Dubois, Mike, Thrift Store Dan, who was here earlier, Penultimate, DJ Mix Mill. Thank you guys for Lance Kasler. Thank you guys for being here. Ryan Palmer, thank you. Keith Cooper, thank you. Please inbox us so we can get you on the show one of these days, sooner than later. Thank you, Mike, Ace Wonder, Vapion. And there's so many of you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys make the show what it is. We love you guys and support. We love y'all support. And tune in Wednesday. On Friday. Friday, Monty and I are gonna do a show about nothing. So tune in. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast. And that's it, Monty. I ain't got no more talking. So when we did this video, when Monty did this video, he and I realized something about these films, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing else, Monty.
Yeah, just let it play.
Just let it play.
So this will play. Thank you guys. Have a great night. We'll see you Friday. Here you go.
Yep.
Oh, wrong one.
This was a shit show.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
Sweet Halloween in Collard Green.